Hello everyone and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration playthrough. And to start the day with something which is a bit tedious, but it's for the future. My thinking is that I'm gonna begin with integrating this big roundabout, not a roundabout actually, the big buffered intersection, instead of the roundabouts that we have been having before that. And that is because, as discussed, roundabouts can deadlock, although they are very big, so they aren't gonna deadlock just yet, but they're gonna deadlock at some point or another. So we need to be replacing these with these. And I am just checking whether the roboport positioning is okay. It does feel okay. Relishing on the way. It does feel okay. Like you can see it's red. Why is it red? It feels like, oh, because there is a signal in front of it. There's a signal in front of it. So okay, let me just plop it down here. And let's try to enrich it with the superchargers and all the pylons and all the necessary goodies in order to make it properly scalable, to make it a real part of the design. So I can say I didn't completely, I haven't completely stolen it. I have done a bit of work on it myself, but that's not true. Like the Kano has provided this this design earlier, so yeah, it's not something that that I did. Okay, boom. Let me grab everything here. I'm guessing we're gonna be needing a lot of chain signals. I'm guessing we're gonna be needing a lot of these. Do we have platform? We have enough platform scaffolding, I believe. We have enough. So this is just temporary. This is just temporary. We are gonna be needing to be placing these, and I believe, yeah, they need to go into each corner here. So we need to be moving, adjusting these. Like instead of putting it here, we might need to put. Is here gonna be enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's barely enough. Like it must include the full train here. It must include the full train, and I think it's gonna barely be enough. Oh man, if it's enough, I'm gonna be so happy. This one can be a bit after. That's no problem. But this one should be able to fit the train, because in this case, it's not gonna be blocking other trains which are going right or left. Oh. I'm hoping this is gonna be okay, because if not, we can't be having a proper perfect square. We're not gonna be able to have a perfect square of the orboports, so we'll have to have some weird thing. Hold on, why are these rails? Not enough rail? Oh, not enough rails. Indeed. Okay. Let me grab some rails. So I'm gonna be replacing I'm gonna be replacing the all the intersections. So maybe it's not gonna be super interesting to watch on a VOD. So feel free to skip ahead when it's done. I'm planning on doing them like all at once. We have 15 of them to replace. Maybe we're not gonna be replacing all the. I mean, we should, right? We should be diligent and properly replacing. So yeah. Like this. These are in the, yeah, they should reach, they should be in the middle, and I'm happy that the middle here is not blocked. Okay, good. And like this. So these are okay. They are not in the way of anything here. Now let's see. Let's see. So the idea is to pick. I think I have a bunch of blueprints with this one on the landfill. We need to put 4 of them in this square. So they are 4x4 tiles. So if we move this one here, is it gonna be enough? Is it gonna be enough? I sure hope it is gonna be enough. Oh yes. Oh, this is fitting perfectly. This is fitting perfectly. So the train is gonna be stopped here, and it's not optimal for the design of the blueprint itself. Like the train would be best to be stopping like as close as possible, right? But that's a very small very small what's the opposite of improvement? Decrease. Like, look, we cannot move it 1 tile lower because it would change the amount of like wagons from 3 to 2. So only here, and thankfully this is enough. I cannot control V here because it's like this. Okay, good. Now here, I'm hoping thanks to the symmetry, I'm hoping this is all perfect. I'm hoping it's all. Oh my god. I thought it would be here, but here it would not fit. So I think thanks to the symmetry, it's all properly positioned here. It's all gonna be properly positioned. Tack. And here, final adjustment. Okay, like this. Good. Good. Nice. Now. This is okay. Are we good? Are we good? I think we are good. Like, the previous one had also the... only these and these. Everything's connected. Everything is within the zone. Within the zone. In the future, we're gonna replacing this middle pylon by a radar or construction substation, like the full package one. But until then, I think this one is gonna be okay. I think this one is gonna be okay. Okay, good. Let's. I'm doing last minute checking because I don't want to make a mistake. Let me check these ones again. They all include 1 train. Yep. Okay, good. Oh, and we are within the logistics zone. So maybe I'm getting some deliveries, and indeed the robots are coming. Okay, it's fine. So now we need to do the same one. We need to copy it first. With this, with all the parts, and what? Oh, it's because it's with not sure why these parts didn't get captured. Huh. Do these have any sort of no, they don't have any signal. I'm not seeing any signal at the extremities, which I think is normal. So let's not take these signals. Okay, cool. So now we want to make it snap to grid absolute at 128 by 128. So that oh, shift click, I was pressing control. Yeah, we don't want to remove this one. And we should be including tiles as well below every single one of these chargers. And it is looking good. So yeah, these are on the sides, and we are properly able to scale them. Okay. So let's make it a X. Let's make it an X here. Station and X. Oh, could be the same one here. Station and X. Nice. And as you can see, it properly fits. However, unfortunately, we will have to be deconstructing stuff, but thankfully, two things. We can automate the positioning of these, because we can deconstruct everything. We can deconstruct rails, we can deconstruct signals, we can deconstruct chains and both these ones, but we don't have to deconstruct any pylons, because chargers, and therefore the logistics network coverage is exactly the same. So everything here can be automated. And that's really cool. We don't need to spend time on it in order to make it properly work. So let me remove this first. Let me cancel. Let me deconstruct this one, because this is placed by hand. Just in order to get all the all the items here, because we need the rails to. We need not that many rails, but we need to be making a another one. So what we could be doing here is let's I'm not sure, do we need any chests? Do we need any chests for the robots to be able to deconstruct all these automatically? Do we need any chests? Let's check. Let's save first. I'm gonna save. The idea is that we deconstruct using the deconstruction planner. And let's make one. Hold on. How we make one? Deconstruction planner here, and we are gonna be deconstructing only the rails. Why are there two of them? Huh. The rail signals, and rail chain signals. That's all. That's all. We only need to be deconstructing these. And everything else will be automatic. Okay, good. So let's check. Only deconstruct these. Oh, can we? We can't. We can't have a deconstruction planner in N mode. I mean, I think this mode is also good enough. So we need to be going from here. Oh, we can actually use the coverage, because these are. I also don't want to be deconstructing these, so let's be a bit below the max coverage. I don't want to be touching chain signals, because I believe. I mean, we could. No, we could. You know what? We could, because the chain signals are part of this cross intersection and not part of the mixed one. So let's try. Let's deconstruct these. So everything here is going to be deconstructed. However, I'm not sure whether the robots know where to put the rails. Oh, they do, because we have a space and storage chest. Hold on, the rails are not being deconstructed here. Is it the case of requiring the other space rails? Curved rails. Is it curved rails? No, they're not curved. They are straight, but we can keep them still. Okay, like this. Deconstruction again, from the corner to the corner. Okay, now they are being deconstructed. And now all we need to do is to place the blueprint here. So let's actually get maybe not get rid of these, but I mean we could get rid of these and place the one we have just created. Where is it? Did I press create or did I not press create? In the book? No, not. Oh no! Oh no! I think it was not properly created. I'm not seeing it here. Not in this city grid train blueprints book. Where is it? Oh, was it not properly copied? I mean, I did copy it, but I did not press create. Oh god, it begins. Yes, it begins. But it's fine. You know why? You know why? Because it's automated. Because it's all gonna be automated. However, now I think I have changed it. I have modified it, but it didn't save. It didn't save the blueprint. Maybe I forgot to press the save button, and that's a bit of a problem. That is a bit of a problem. So I'm gonna do the pasting. I'm gonna do the pasting of this one. Over basically the idea here, the neat thing here is that the position of superchargers and all the poles is exactly the same. It is exactly the same. So the logistics network is unchanged, and the robots can automatically sweep everything and place it back. No, I definitely cannot find it. So yeah, probably got deleted. So let me place it again. So look, we just do this. And let me confirm the position of the chain signals. So it's yeah, the incoming rail. Okay, good. Look, bam, instead. And now the base robots are able to build it by themselves because it's all within the same contained grid. So all we need to do is to basically remotely delete these, replace them by these, and it's all gonna be working. There is a small change here, though. There is a small change, and the change is that the chain signals are now need to be placed in front of the instead of being here, they need to be here. But that's okay because they are they allow still a full train to be standing here. It doesn't matter if they're here or here. It's gonna be a tiny little decrease in the efficiency, but we are allowing perfect coverage with our boards, which is the most important part. So let me go ahead and place them. This rail is still not done, so this one is here. So see, after I place the rail, see how it handles. It can handle a full train, three wagons. If it was one slot before, it could not. So thank God, like we have a bit of spacing here, like this. Let's also do the same here, coming from here and exiting here. Same here, coming in here and exiting here, and same on the right side, coming in here and exiting here. Okay, now we just need to copy the blueprint, and now I should not forget to press the button. But here it's fine because these are hold on, I think no, I think it should be a bit more to the left. Yeah, not oh, that's good. That's actually good. I was wondering whether we should be taking the rails. Like you can see, like this or this. Let me confirm with the blueprint first. Let me confirm whether they are taken or not. Oh, they are not. They are not taken. They are not taken. Okay, good to know. So everything, yeah, I'm really thankful that all of this is automatically copyable. So we need to go a bit. I mean, we could just copy and remove them manually. Why am I even being finicky with that? So 4 of these, yep, like this. Okay, so remove these. Remove. Oh, these are okay. These are okay. And now place absolute grid. Place this one in the middle, and the size should be 128 onto this one. So yeah, no rails here. Okay, and include the tiles, and now it needs to be properly named. This and rails. Not train stop. Space rail and X. X and here as well. Space rail and X. And I'm super thankful that, okay, now it's created. Let's put it here. That the positioning can be automated. The position can be automated. Look here. So all we need to do is to drag this one, the deconstruction planner, from here to here. It did not work. Oh, these are because it's not within the radar zone. Okay, it's fine. We just need to disable the robots. We just need to be standing here, disable the robots, and drag it directly. Okay. Just do this. It's gonna deconstruct, and we don't need to care about anything at all, except just putting it back like this, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All the deconstruction and reconstruction is gonna be automated. So really, nothing to do manually. Look at the red-purple square on the map. Isn't it pretty? So same here. Yeah, unfortunately there is no radar yet. We don't have the radar construction balance, so it's not very... What's this? Oh yeah, the lack of vision. So we deconstruct these. Yep, and let's also remove... Hold on. How do we clear? Put it into the short bar and just place it. Not even needing shift. Oh, could have dragged it even further. And here as well. Let's also put the deconstruction one. Everything in the taskbar, so it should be faster and faster. So from here, not go beyond here and here, bam. That's all. See how fast it is? All of this thanks to the fact that we could have the same positioning of these ones. As we explore the map, you can see that these are visibly ghosts, are not ghosts anymore. Let me improve the speed of dragging. So do these and paste these. Okay, now we need to do the same here. I think it should be all good. Yep. These ones are actually not X's. These ones are for later. I think we only have 4 until now. Yeah, we only have 4 of these ones, which are T-junctions. And T-junction, we need to do it first. Let's actually do it. Let's actually do it. Let's actually do the junction. So same idea here. I'm gonna enable the robots, disable this robot first, and apply the deconstruction planner to this one in order to be able to create the junction. Oh, these are almost working. This is working, but the deconstruction planner is not. Unfortunately, but that's okay. We have map vision for this. Okay, so this is kind of a new design. Not design. The design is all done. We just need to add, make sure that the superchargers are contained properly. And the I think the substation should not be a problem, seeing how big, how wide the rails are. Okay, and let's plop it down. Let's move you here, and let's plop you down. Yep. So look at how it's been a bit like there are signals on them, but that's okay because we can just move them. Why there are two signals next to each other? I don't really understand. I hope we can be moving them. So let's paste them. The only purpose of the signals, I think, is just to increase train throughput. Like, so that the next train can continue after the first one has exited. But hold on, are there any? Not you. Are there any? Let me check again. So these two are chain signals. These two are chain signals, and this is where the roboports are. This one, however, is not a chain signal. This one is a big one. Is the normal signal, and that is to ensure that the train can be stationed here, I believe. As it goes out, as it continues here, the next trains can already be coming. So let's make sure that they're properly signaled. And here as well, the splits are being done using the normal rail signals. So let's see here. Let's finish building it, because this one is necessary in all cases. Is necessary in all cases. This one is a part of the base. Okay. And let's see. So are we able to fit a train into this slot? Oh, yeah, we are. Man, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Like we can use a single rail signal here and still be able to fit a train. Even though we have a small condition for the superchargers. So not here, but here. Yep. And here as well, we actually can increase the amount. Hey Mars, how are you doing? I'm adjusting a bit the intersection we received yesterday, in order to make it to add superchargers and whatnot to it. So I think that this is okay. I think this is okay because like as soon as the train enters here, like as soon as it passes this signal, there's exactly 3 wagons. So as soon as the train passes the signal, the new train can be coming, and etc. etc. So here again, I'm hoping the train is fitting. Yes, look at this. The train is fitting here. The train is fitting here. So as it continues here, it continues here. How are you doing, guys? By the way, I didn't even ask you. Where are my manners? How are you doing, guys? What's up today? How is your base, Mars? I was kind of thinking, was it a good choice to go astroscience first, or maybe there was another science which would have been better to do? But like considering you need to take a lot, you need to make a lot of text, you have a lot of resources to move to space, right? So actually, the astroscience seem to be perfectly adapted. We went yellow, blue, yellow, purple, green. Blue, yellow, purple. Ah, so astro material, energy, and bio. Like, and you, Faustus, you also did first first tiers after second tiers, right? You didn't do like the blue all the way. Blue to get resources up to space, yellow to have bots to transfer them, purple to expand power, and green because why not? Because you have to do them all. I made about 200 astroscience total. Almost got the second tech. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, it costs 20, so you need. No, hold on. 16, 320, right? 16, 32. First tier only, haven't gone to the second tier yet. Ah, yeah, I see. That's best. I think it's best to go wide and not deep in this game. Not planning on space trains yet, so no rush. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree with the trickle being most important. Why is there a chain signal here? Do you guys have an idea about this chain signal? Is it necessary? Because in the original blueprint there were two signals, like here and here. So I'm wondering why there are two of them. So the train will anyways be stopping in this one, right? So this one doesn't really make sense. But I'm not as good as Kano considering rails, so maybe there's something I'm missing. I'm blue, purple, yellow, green. Oh, you are almost the same, except you have switched out the purple and yellow. Purple is good for better pylons, but you don't unlock them until like tier 3 or tier 2 or 3. I think pylons is tier 2 and 3 is like substations. But you also get beacons. Oh yes, purple makes bot faster, but yellow makes bots carry more. Yellow makes bots cargo size. Purple is for train and yellow for bots. But purple does have the tech to make bots faster, but yellow makes them carry more. Unfortunately, the carry more one is limited to plus. They can carry 4 in total, I think. Yeah, they can carry only 4 in total. So that's a bit limiting, but that's okay. Hold on, I'm pressing buttons here. 1, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, 3 and 1. Only 3 and 1. So this is okay. Hold on, I think I pressed some unnecessary buttons. So let me just redo it. Always scared to be disabling something. I must use construction bots, not logistics. Bot mall, but nothing en masse. I was thinking that maybe end game is better to be using bots, but I'm not sure. Okay, like this, and we are done with the blueprints. Oh no, hold on, tiles. Let's not forget the tiles, and let's rename it as well. This is a T junction, rails, and T. Hey, Wandergraph! It's been a while. What happened to you, man? Were you on some Siberia traveling adventure? Or lost inside the Dyson sphere? How are you doing? And yes, there are space trails. Space rail, space train. Look at the future base. It's gonna be like this. So just to show you, originally we had a roundabout. Originally we had this kind of a roundabout, right? But as a lot of people let me know that roundabouts are never perfect with rail signals inside because the trains do deadlock. And Kano has kindly provided a blueprint he had designed for the crossing, like this kind of crossing. It's just for rails, it's just for lanes, but it's very huge. It's very huge, and thanks to it being huge, there's a lot of space inside, and you can afford to have a bunch of stops for train buffering, which is really convenient. And yep. Everything is going well. Everything is going really well. got some more job for a while, and then spent a lot of time with PC rebuild. Oh yeah. How is it going? Like I saw I thought that when you posted that picture of your PC, it was kind of done, right? Or it was not done. The fact that someone made it to Factorio Train intersection analyzer to optimize throughput makes me both happy and sad. Why sad? It makes me happy. Like 100% happy. Roundabouts are safe if only chain signals in sight. Yeah, but look at this roundabout. Imagine if you only had chain signals. Basically, that would mean, because it's so big, and imagine only one train can be passing. I mean, it could be two if they are going into like non-connected ways, but it sounds a waste to have it just for the yeah. Like, I like the roundabouts because it allows for better throughput, but of course, because of the locks, you can't really use properly that throughput. Because I can get to that level of factory programming. Maybe you can. Maybe you can one day. Like, it's just a matter of time spent on it, right? I'm sure as you spend more time, you become better and better, and at some point you can do anything. When there is a will, there is a way. Oh yeah, these were. It was done, yeah, but that was immediately after build complete. Then I was need to do a lot of things, install system or work-related software. Yeah. It takes a bit more time because of temporary high workload. I know exactly how you feel. I myself am in the middle of a high workload, and I can't even start on schedule. Like even today, I started 30 minutes after the specified schedule because of work. I prefer another intersection for my base. I'll try to find it now. Oh, sure. Share, and we shall see. I like reviewing blueprints. Always learn something new from you people. That's so nice. So, and oh, we need to add the T-junction now. This one, here. And this one needs to go top. And did we do the... No, we didn't do the bottom one. Man, this is... I'm really grateful that we could fit the superchargers. And everything here is automatic. I know I said it already 3 or 4 times, but I am happy about that. Are you still playing Dyson Sphere program, by the way, Ornograph? How is the... How are your final current thoughts about it, about the new patches and whatnot? You can see sample of my rail system. Oh, Reddit. Okay, let's have a look. Hold on, before checking out, let me just finish the bot ordering of blueprint replacement. So they are working. This lazy little bots. At least here, because this will enable us to use the refinery after the replacement is done here. No, not TX. Okay, cool. And we just need, we have 3 to go. This has been done, and yeah, only 3 to go. So let me check. Oh, my Chrome scene wasn't properly set up. This one. Industrial Revolution playthrough update 4. We work at early stages quite lots of times since previous post. Oh, you had a bunch of posts. Oh wow. Oh, you have been posting your playthroughs That does look neat. Like your rails are really neat, but that's not a roundabout, right? It's an intersection. It's also an intersection. Is it zoomable? Barely. But that does look. It's a city block grid, right? You have one style here, and you have some other style here. I think maybe you are posting somewhere below the smelting area with these. Work meeting, sure. Okay, let's recheck it when you're back then. So you are here to comment. I did not see roundabouts though, but that's apparently that's a good thing. Apparently that's a good thing. I like the new DSP patch, and then I spent more time playing it. Yeah, DSP, like the big advantage of DSP and Satisfactory as opposed to Factorio is the graphics, right? You feel a bit more immersed thanks to the graphic, but thanks to the graphics. But I'm sure it's like I have like two friends who are playing the games for graphics, and this is why they don't like Factorio. I mean, they're good friends though, so I can't really. I can't really argue too much with them about that, because it would be a bit heated. But I'm all for gameplay. Like, graphics are really secondary, but when the gameplay is good enough, then graphics suddenly become important, right? Like, if you have to compare two games with good gameplay, then graphics are suddenly playing an important part in the distinction. But and the fact that now, like, Dance Sphere Program and Satisfactory have their own gameplay, like, is being more and more established, considering they are both early access games. It makes the comparison with Factorio less and less one-sided. If you see what I mean. But they're not the same games. Like, Realm Satisfactory is a relaxed game. Like, they have said they are never gonna be putting defenses or like enemies actively attacking and destroying parts of your base, because it's supposed to be a relaxed experience. So it's not the same. Factorio is like, the biters are always keeping you on your toes. I mean, unless you disable them. So by default, the game is more. There is more to it, right? There is not just building. So I think we're done here. I think we're done. Yeah, all of these are getting improved, and we are actually finished. It was fast. It was fast. It was fast. No problem here. Okay. This one is done as well, and we are all good. Oh yeah, one thing we didn't do is to. Why there was a train here? Hold on. We need to add trains. We need to add trains that are able to transport blank data cards. And oh, are you? You need to be balanced. You need to be a balancer. Yeah, because look at what's happened. What happened here? The water has been drained from here to here, but it can't go. Yeah, all of these need to have their own balancers. So let me just. I think we have one balancer at the refinery. Like this, basically. And let me actually save it. Let me save it here. Yeah, it's not organized. It's not very well organized, but it's okay. And we need to like, this is the one on the other. Can we just reverse it? Can we just like G and rotate? Yeah, we can just reverse it. We don't need to have two. Just like this. Yep. So now it should be disabled, and this is why. Let me just make a backflow. For a second, just for a second. No. I did it without thinking. Okay, another train can leave, and we can rotate it back and change it. So basically now, as you can see, the water levels are balanced with each other. And this is to prevent the situation that just happened. So basically the rule of thumb here is that whenever we have a liquid station with a pump, we need to be balancing them out with a balancer. It doesn't have to be a two-way balancer. One is enough, but still. Okay. So this one should be balancing them. Okay. Let's add... Oh, why are you not working suddenly? What is the problem? Oh! Oh, contaminated cosmic water is full. Okay, that's easy to solve. That's easy to solve. Let's just add some trains. Let's just add some trains. We have the refinery, which is able to accept everything, every single like cosmic water and whatnot, polluted one. Let's grab a bunch of trains. So let's have 10 locomotives and 10 cargo wagons and 10 liquid wagons, because we kinda have space, but not that much. It's okay. Let's also put some rails here. I feel like the robots cannot build. Oh, it's fine. This is it's really nice buffer chest. I used it. I've put it for myself first. Like there are items that I would be using to build the factories, but the robots, construction robots, are also taken from it and going build stuff everywhere. They're not building very fast because they're kind of struggling to travel these big distances, but they can do it. That's the main, most important thing. Is that it's possible. So about polluted water, like I'm not adding trains for all to handle all the cases at once. I'm adding them as the need for such cases arises. I'd like to blueprint these a bit more with the tiles, so that we can do this. There were some missing rails. Okay. And we need train stations. I think we aren't even producing them at the mall. And anyway, this is not connected to the mall, so... let's put you here. And you. Okay. These are for the future, like, stackers. So now that we have the cosmic water deliverers, we need to salvage contaminated cosmic water. And the way they're gonna be doing it is they're gonna be waiting. Hold on, let me first rename the stacker, because we now know what this is for. This kind of temporary name. So the idea here is the first icon is representing the item, and the second item representing the station role. So the steel chest here represents the stacker role, like where trains are staying by default. There is a provider role for the provider stations, and guess the third one, the requester ones. Okay, so the trains here are gonna. Let's check the order. So they need to pick up any water here, any provided water, and bring it to the requester water, which is it should almost always be requesting unless we don't have time to process it. But thing is, they need to be staying at this stacker without any water. So let's do it. The first one should be stacker. They're staying here for 2 seconds. Then they are going to any polluted water requester, provider, sorry, until full, and then they're going to the polluted water requester until empty. Yep, and I think that's good. And You can go. And let me put some more trains. Kind of. No, let's get them actually here. Yeah, the reason why I'm grabbing them again is because we need them to be on the... What? There's no... Oh yeah, I've dropped all the rails. Let me grab them once again. And we are gonna be needing the rails for the stackers at the bottom as well, which I hope are done very fast by just copy pasting the ones above, which are in the clipboard. No, not clipboard. They are the blueprint. These ones, yeah. And do we have signals? Yeah, we do have signals. Okay, good. So this is perfect. This is like all the stackers for the refinery here are going to be here. Empty destroyed, which is fine. Okay, where are we putting the stackers? The idea is that, like, this is the Blank card production facility. If we need more Blank cards, we can always expand to the left, but even the deliverers we can multiply the deliverers here. But maybe, like, we don't need to do it right away. However, look at the trains. It says destination full. I was gonna showcase how the trains are working, but it's hard to do when they are not, right? Hold on, are there two trains? There should be two trains. Where is the second one? Oh, the second one has just delivered the water, right? Oh yeah, the reason why it cannot go to the destination is you can see that there is not enough space. There's not enough empty space to deliver, because each station is controlled whether it can accept or not the train. So, and the reason to that is simply a forgotten forgotten pipe. That's the only reason. Let me quickly fix it. Every small mistake should be fixed right away. The factory must be perfect. I mean, it's never perfect, but as close as perfect to possible. We should be... Okay, good. So how fast does it empty? Not that fast, eh? Not that fast. If you have a lot of contaminated cosmic water output, maybe we need to, like, scale them, but let's scale them at least once here. Yeah, let's... Oh, and we also need some space landfill. I think we can scale them first. Probably enough to have to place just a bit more with the chests. Hoping this is gonna be enough. Oh yeah, look at the perfection here. Look at the exact amount we had. And these are for the contaminated scrap. Okay, good. So the cosmic water decontamination should be proceeding well. Yeah, look, the speed is good. The speed is good. I mean, let's see how long it's gonna hold, but we could always improve it. Unfortunately, the throughput is gonna be quite an issue. Maybe we need to add some other pumps, and yeah, we shall see when the throughput becomes an issue. There are ways to fix it. So yeah, these ones need to take all the water, but it is the last train, because the next water patch is still... it needs to get accumulated. Okay, where are we making the stackers? That's the main question. What we could do, and basically the stackers, they're grabbing this data, and they're standing somewhere waiting to be able to deliver the data. So where can they be? Just to remove the ghosts, the fake ghosts. Where can they be standing in order to deliver the data? Like they could be standing right in front here. But maybe it's best to have a dedicated stacker location somewhere here, which could be shared for the recycling facility trains. How do you feel about that one? Like, we don't need that many blank data cards. Oh, let me show you something. Technically, we this is the decomposition of all sciences. We are aiming for 1000 SPM, space science SPM. technically we don't need a lot of data cards. Like look at the production. Or are they decomposed? Here, we are only needing 1.4 items per minute, right? But that is not taking into account data card recycling. Because if you add up this and this, we need to be transporting 20k of them. Like 23k. No, 20k and 300 at the same time. So the transport of blank data cards is gonna be heavy traffic. It's gonna be heavy traffic. Because one train... How many trains per minute does that make? I have made a small estimation the other day. Like look at the second inserters, right? We have two cargo wagon trains. We have 2 cargo wagon trains, and that allows for 12 inserters. And each inserter, as you can see, it has 10 hand stack size. Maybe it can be increased even more in the future. But basically, if you take 864 and divide it by 360. And multiplied by 10, the hand stack size, and then multiply it again by 12, because we have 12 of them, that's gonna give you a total amount of items per minute, per second, that they're transporting. And I did the math the other day, and basically what that means is if the trains are constantly stationed here, the throughput is somewhere around 18k item per minute, right? But that supposes a train being constantly stationed here. That's not the case. Like at least there can be one behind it, and it's going to be coming in while this one is leaving. So the real throughput of this station with only 2 cargo wagons is, I would say, it should be around, I don't know, 10k, 12k, something like that. So we need at least 2 stations, but maybe even more, because the trains are not going to be always like one behind each other. For the data cards. And same thing for the scrap. Like for the scrap, it's even worse. We have 50k, around 50k of scrap production. And as said earlier, if we estimate one station to be handling 10k scrap, we need 5 stations. We need at least 5 stations. And 5 stations need to have a lot of trains. So that is all to say that the train positioning matters. It matters a lot in the factory efficiency. So I think I would separate the stackers for the scrap from the stackers for everything else, because scrap is really important. And to begin, let me make some space. Why not have stackers here? Why not have stackers here? That's perfect space, which is not really used by anything, but it's also a bit. I don't want to break the middle here by. But I mean, why not? Right? Why not? Because the data cards need to go here. They also need to go to each science. So maybe actually even here. Maybe stackers like trains could be here, and this way. Oh yes, in between all of the sciences, and this way they could be either going left or either going right, and therefore reducing the charge of each like dividing by half. Oh yes, I think that's good. I think that's what I want to do. Let's have items which are delivered to all stations, to all sciences by trains, be using this stacker, which is going to be here. Oh yes, I think that's a good idea. It's in between all the stations, and it goes either top or bottom depending on which 2 of them it should serve. So let's. I have removed these in order to not have base robots doing the work, but collecting this manually, which is I think would be done automatically, but I'd like to make sure it's done. And now we can just plop down this. Yeah, and these need first tiles. And after the tile... Oh, and we don't have landfill. That's a problem. Okay. And the rest could be taken care by the global robots. I mean, not really, because we don't have the network anymore, because they have removed the... I mean, we need more landfill. Let me grab some landfill. It's slowly getting shape. I'm really enjoying seeing this grand design slowly getting shape. Grand design. I mean, it's not as grand as some people make some stuff, but I'm quite proud. I'm quite proud of this. Oh man, I shouldn't be proud. There is nothing yet, but at some point I'm gonna be proud. Be proud in advance is actually detrimental. There's nothing to be proud of yet. Okay, and let's finish the stackers. We're gonna be having shared items for the factories, and shared items include not only blank data cards, but I think a bunch of liquids could be here. Like for example, the cooling liquid, the basic cooling liquid, and that reminds me that I have not made a station providing the cooling liquid. Oh, and these are actually to be deleted because the junctions are in a square formation as opposed to straight lines, which only have 2 chargers. Why? Oh, yeah, these need to be removed as well, because some of them are not proper ones. Okay, and if there are rails missing, now global network robots can take care of it, especially like these ones. Okay. Stackers. They are exiting here. Should we? I'm thinking about how they should be positioned. Like if we use the bottom section for them, then we could use in the top section for like something else, right? Now hold on. The idea here is to reuse this blueprint. No, this one. But maybe hold on. Where's the exit? Yeah, like this. Something like this, but reverse. Not gonna be flipped. Something like this, you know? Something like this. Like they're coming in here, they're stationed here, and then they're going out there. Which, I mean, they're coming from the top and they're going out to the bottom, which I think is good. Okay, let me just send them to the bottom then. This is the exit, and they can be stationed here. Like this. Yup. A bit further. And let me also save this blueprint, because I feel like having a stacker blueprint is actually useful. Actually useful. I'm always I'm never sure how to make stackers, so always designing them when need to grab more rails, when they should be designed. And it's fine to have black data cards here even for the refinery, because the refinery does not need that many of them. So it's fine to have a train not that close to the refinery, but it's still kind of close, right? It's central. So this is going to be the centralized stacker for the important shared resources. Should we grab more? Yeah, kinda. And the robots are also delivering stuff. They're nice. Nice little bots. Okay, this is good. Also about the sub-factories, like for stuff which is shared, like global, the robot network, the robot, logistics robots, right? Oh no, hold on. Oh no, this wasn't really thought very thoroughly. So let's just remove the first two. Let's remove the we need to remove the first two. These ones. Because this one is no. Oh, hold on. Why are you here? Why there's a train station here? What's your purpose? What's the big idea? I think that's a mistake. And let's remove the first two rails. Yep. So these ones are like this. Yep. So we can now be a bit more be able to not override the rails. And this is going here. And the reason to not be using like centralized location is that this is gonna allow us to maybe do a second stacker here. Maybe we can have a stacker which is symmetrical to this one, but on the top side. Why not? Right. So we shall see. We shall see. Having space is good, even in space. Hey, the real Paggy, how are you doing today? Let's connect these here. Yeah, like extension to maximum distance is not really good because it's not gonna be copyable, but we could be stopping here. Good, nice. How's your factory going? How's your factory? Let's add more already. Oh, we have the blueprint. Purple science is in. Nice. Hold on. When you say purple science, because people refer to space sciences as like yellow, purple, green. Let's define. Let's put down some definitions, okay? First, for belts, iron plates, output. Okay, so you're referring to the vanilla one, because there are some people who are referring to space purple sciences like this. Production. Yep, I see. I see. Nice one. So the remaining one is yellow. I'd say energy science for the spacing. Yeah, I'm also trying to use the normal wording, like the suggested wording. Energy science. Yep, I believe this is correct. Maybe for yellow I'll scale things up. From what I have experienced, novice base is needs to almost be a mega base if you don't want to be constantly going back and fixing throughput issues, because this is all gonna be requiring, like, space is requiring a lot of stuff. Space is a bit resource intensive. Let's have some signaling here. I didn't even properly set up the signals. And let's have some signaling here. Oh no, this one is unable to. I mean, it's fine. Like, they can do this. Like, whenever trains exit, the next ones can be coming. Okay, good. So, and these stackers, I think they're all named. Let's name them chests, just in order to prepare for their proper naming. And can we even... Not you. Alright, where is the stacker? Oh, didn't put it. Hold on, I have put it here somewhere. Oh, this one. This one. It needs... I forgot to take into account the train station names. Because right now I have some problems with steel production. Before that, I need to clear biters. Any suggestions? Personally, I've just I did nothing else, nothing which is not vanilla, except for a small detour by a mod called True Nukes. Aside from that, I had some vanilla clearing of biters. But yeah, like if you wall up, Flamethrower turrets on themselves are completely fine defending. I found that you don't need anything else aside from flamethrower turrets. So let's set up the trains, and we are done with the. So 2 trains for the blank data cards for now. Military weapon 3. I think the problem is the range of worms. Oh, I had good success before having 3 nukes with using jetpack and just like flying like that around the worms in a circle, because the worms attack you on the point where you're gonna be if you was using inertia only, right? But if you are circling, you're having like a circular pathing, and the worms can never hit you. So if you circle around the nest and use like rocket launcher, you can clean out pretty fast the nests. But then you need like some turrets to snipe the worms which are coming at you, or like or having like mobile lasers or something. Yeah, personal laser, for example, it's gonna be good. I didn't like the jetpack. Problem with the legs, exoskeletons, is that if you walk on a speed, it's gonna damage you. But with the jetpack, it's not gonna damage you. Yep, rockets are very good. Let's have 4 trains for these, and let's call it blank data card station. So you, sir, are going to fetch any provider of blank data cards until full. Then you are going to go to this station. Wait 2 seconds, and then you're gonna go to any requester which needs them. Do you have fuel, by the way? Do you all have fuel? Yep, yeah, you all have fuel. Okay, so off you go. What? Hold on, how destination can be full? Don't we have data cards? Or is there a configuration mistake again? Yep, there is. It's crap. Okay, blank data cards. Okay, off you go. Off you go. Off you go, and you should be going when there is enough of them. Cool, and we are delivering blank data cards. If I fly over speed grounds with the jetpack. Ah, okay, so use it when you are flying over the speed grounds. Ah, if you are flying with the jetpack, it grounds? Yeah, it's definitely not a default config. Because the default behavior is that when they hit you while you are flying, you are grounded. But if there is already a speed on the ground, and you can fly over it. But if they hit you with the speed, then you are grounded. That's the default. Maybe you have changed some settings. I'm pretty sure I haven't touched that part. Is this 4K? Yeah, it's 4K. It's 50. Oh, look at the blue color. So pretty. Okay, we are delivering cars, and that means that we are able to producing bioscience yet again, because the bioscience, the problem with bioscience loop is that it requires blank data cards. It requires blank data cards to be delivered into this one. Genetic data in order to produce everything basically. But we have biosludge. We are full on biosludge. So one thing is that we need to be. I have realized yesterday, not here, Control 4. I have realized yesterday that we have some biosludge processing, biosludge input. So we don't want to be producing biosludge when we have too much of it. Or else we're not going to be able to handle the biosludge coming from the biosludge refinement. And same for cosmic water. So we need. I can't find them anymore here. Basically, what we need to do is we need to set up. Oh, you can have both. Oh, you can have both. Okay, cool. You need to set up a limitation here, like here. So basically, this one is only inputting when all these tanks contain below 100k, which is 4 tanks. And I think we need this. This is pretty good. This is pretty good, and this is how we can actually get in the water from the processing. And we need to do the same with the biosludge. Unfortunately, we don't have. Let's go there. It's right above. I found personal lasers took too long to recharge, so I went for standard laser turrets and then just fired rockets from under their protection. I used regular guns, regular turrets with ammo. I used uranium ammo to have a defensive location, and then I flied around the nest and I brought the biters which were chasing me to the turrets, and they have taken care of them. So yeah. And look at that, we're not even evacuating biosludge here, which is a mistake. So let's make sure we are. And I think, yeah, let's do it like this. This one should be actually like this. And then like this. Okay, now we can have the same condition here, and the reason to that is that we can have a better buffer. So all of these are red wires, and they're connected to this one, and this one should be active when the amount is below than 100k. Hold on. I think there's an issue with this logic. Is that we need biosludge in these two tanks. Oh, but that's okay. Like the biosludge from here will never go here if there's less than 10k. Can I ask what condition you have? Oh, hey, welcome back, Monograph. Hold on, let me reply to the real Paggy quickly. What condition do you have at the requester station to stop train unloading? I'm not using it this time, and it's tricky using vanilla train network. Basically, for both loading and unloading, I'm checking whether the trains can basically fully accept one full cargo train. And this is set for both loading and unloading. For example, here, for the providers, we have barely enough to fill one train with scrap, and that is why the limit has been set to 1, right? But for the providers, it makes sense to set the limit, but it also makes sense to do the same for the requesters. These are provider trains, yeah. And even for the requesters, basically, for example, here, right? And this is a mistake, by the way. This pump has no balancing. Yeah, we need to be balancing these same way as here. Why there are sometimes balanced and sometimes not? What's the big idea? So for the requester stations as well, like I'm only asking. See it's how now it's 0. It's 0 because we don't have enough space to accept the liquid. If we were asking for a train to come, then it would be staying here without being able to output the liquid. And this is why we have this almost the same logic. Basically, check for enough empty space, and that's being done like this. In the constant combinator, I have a negative number which represents the demand, and this is being added by default to the contents of all the chests. And like this, we're calculating if we have a positive number in order to be able to ask for a train. So right now you can see that 2 tanks are empty, and so that means that 1 train can be coming if there is a requester. Basically, that's how it works. And oh, no, let's not stand on the rails. And welcome back, Monograph. Return to DSP. I spent enough time in it for now, I think. Maybe I'll be back later on. By the way, all new changes are amazing, and now I really can recommend you give it a try. Try to this game. Old building process for solid SPM goals, even 900 SPM, was very painful. Now it's way more easy with the blueprints, yeah. And new advanced miner makes me happy. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna try it, but maybe let me give them a bit more time to make it even better. Have you looked at my rails? I mean, not yet. I waited for you to come back so you can comment while looking. I didn't know you can set the train limit within logistics. Yep, you can. You just basically here, if you check the set train limit button, you are actually pushing a signal. So basically, you just need to set L to some value, like 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay, so let's check out some other graphs blueprints once again. Blueprints. So here was your Reddit post, and like here are the images of the station, which look really neat. Like it's all city blocks with the state, like the loading and unloading stations, right? That's really nice. Like you have intersections, and in between intersections you have loading stations, which is neat. I think it's neat. A drag and drop building is so cool. In Factorio with the blueprints, snap blueprints, we can do the same. So where's your blueprints? Do you want to look at it at some in-game blueprints? What's this? Nuclear setup. On first screenshot, you can see the base. Yep. And I noticed that you have different grids. Like you have a big grid like this on the top, and you have a smaller grid on the bottom. Was it your bootstrap base or something? Like you switched to the big one, right? But I really like the idea of having basically like the grid in between the intersections, which allow for a single station to be in between, which allows for really nice locations. Old bed roundabouts. Ah, okay, I see. So you are also the anti-roundabout type of person, right? But this one is neat. This one is neat. I like the design. Also drag and drop, right? You plop down your rail blueprint and then you just drop, and all the robots are building it, and you can come and like paste whatever design you like, all completely pasteable. And that's the biggest advantage of doing city blocks, is that you can just easily copy paste if you design it properly. You can easily copy paste any block if you need more production. That's really neat. I really like it, but I like to look at it, but I wouldn't say I like to play like this, because I don't like playing with a restriction, like having all city block design only. I would feel a bit bored, and it would start feeling like work at some point. I tried with disabling the station requester station if there was not enough room for resource, but then the train started to loop between the provider station and the stacker station. Yes, it's not recommended to disable the station, because it causes some weird train behaviors. The disabled station, like there is a one big difference. Like there's one big difference between a disabled station and the station which has limit set to 0. A limit for a station, like a station enabled which has a limit set to 0, forces the train to not move until it finds a station which has a limit set to at least 1, right? But if all stations were disabled, then the train would simply skip from here to here. A disabled station makes the train skip it in its schedule, but a station set to 0 forces a train to stop and wait until it finds one, until the limit is 1 or more. You can go to earlier post and see some more info about this block. Let's check the blueprint. I'm curious to see your... Yep. One of the earlier posts, right? Oh, good job. 70 hours. That's not bad. Man, you don't have enough upvotes. What are these upvotes? Let me... Oh, I'm not even signed up already. I'll give you some upvotes. Oh, this one's right. Hold on, I'm looking for the blueprint. Why you have so few upvotes? Like whenever the real Paggy posts stuff like not the real Paggy, sorry, the Kano posts stuff like this, he gets like thousands of upvotes. I'm not seeing a link to the blueprint, unfortunately. That's maybe that's because it's a modded playthrough. Yeah. I see. People are like, it's not vanilla. Not interested. Full block view. I am not seeing any blueprints, but here. Oh, it's a map exchange string. Yeah, I'm not seeing blueprints. Maybe you can link one if you want us to have a look. You can link one blueprint. I'm really interested in looking at people's rail systems. I feel like I learned so much by looking at how people made their intersections or city blocks or whatnot. Like even like during this playthrough, I have learned that roundabouts are basically a no-go, because if you don't buffer them with rail signals, then they're not gonna be as good as they should be. Like if you think about cars, right? Cars in a real life roundabout are all buffered inside, but with trains it's impossible because they are gonna deadlock each other. And I didn't know about that, so I learned that. And like buffered intersections are the way to go, basically. So here the idea is that we now have the trains which are properly providing data. Let's check whether this is properly. No, it doesn't have data. Hold on. Why don't we have data? Here, we should be having data. What's going on? Enable train limit 2, yes. Train limit should be 2. So why didn't you guys come? Until full. Oh! They don't have the... Oh no, these are... They don't have the empty train. They don't have the empty train condition. That's always something that I forget. And these don't have... Oh no! Oh, mistake! Oh, the mistake! Oh no! There is no inserters. I can plug down post with K2AC with similar grid and vanilla with similar grid and get 10 to 100 more upvotes. I see, yeah. Oh, you said there was no blueprint? Sorry, I missed that part. Sure, and send those books, it's interesting. It's gonna be interesting. And because of that, basically, like, I usually leave two tiles of spacing behind the stations in order to make sure that. Oh man, this is the case for. Is it also the case for the refinery? Because I kind of copied from here. We don't have inserters anywhere. Oh man, and no one noticed. Not me, not anyone. That's how much you guys trust me with basics. Can we not be using poles? I mean, we have the full electric coverage, so we don't need poles. And these are properly, yeah, these are properly okay. So these are outputs, and these are also. Man, I'm so happy to have to be having the ticker dollies, which allows to move objects without having to empty them. Okay, good. Man, the cards have been stacked. Okay, so this is how did I miss it? GT mod to fix all this shit. Yeah. I would say convenient, right? This is actually this is pure convenience. This is pure convenience. It's called picker dollies. This is pure convenience because there is an easy way to fix. Like you just plop down all your stuff in some chest, you grab and you move it, and but it's yeah, it's a little bit cheaty. A little bit cheaty. We don't need these. But it's cheaty in the like for the convenience sake, right? Does it make sense? This is uranium. Oh, and there is oh no, there's balancing. Yeah, there's balancing. Like the best part is that it doesn't remove any intersections. It keeps all. Sorry, the logistics connections, the wires. It keeps all the wires, so it doesn't move it in a cheaty way. And I mean, it doesn't move it. It helps a lot with the. I have noticed that we don't even have the balancer here. The refinery had so many mistakes. The refinery was a mistake. Oh, but here we do have them. Here we do have the cards. We do have the inserters. In the requester chests we do have, but not in the provider chests. Okay, and now it's fixed. Imagine doing with hands, yeah. By hands. Oh, sorry, I forgot to place them. These ones are the uranium. Yep, and now you can see Biosludge is properly working. All these blueprints, not blueprints. This setup is now online. Like, we had to fix a bunch of stuff here, but it's now properly and fully online. Man, oh, sorry, why did you leave? Oh, this one was the not fixed one. Hold on, we have 2 trains which are not properly fixed. So no, so only one. Basically, I forgot to put the empty cargo inventory here, and I think 3 of them are fixed, but there must be one which is not fixed. You? Yep, empty cargo. I don't know why, but I always forget this last. Wait until empty cargo. Okay, and now we're good. Let's see. Yeah, it's all good now. It's all good. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Now we need to make the recycling facility. We need to make the recycling facility, and the recycling facility is kind of unique in its way, in that it's gonna be one of the only facilities in this space base which actually sends items from here to Novice. Until now, we have only been receiving items, and the recycling facility is maybe the only one for now which is gonna be sending items to Novice. So we'll have to design a rocket setup. I mean, design. Copy paste is good, but almost design. So the idea was to have it here, like the cars would be here, and this facility would be here. So let me just copy paste the stacker setup here. I think we can simply invert. No, we can't invert it because of the signals. We could rotate it. We could rotate it. I mean, just like this, just copy paste. Oh, and there's no radars. Man, I wish to unlock them as fast as possible. So something like this, something like this. It's gonna go to the bottom. So let's have a small turn here, and like this. And of course, I didn't copy with the tiles. But I think we have one. I think we have one. Yeah, we have... Oh, look! I have saved this blueprint. I have saved it in order to be able to copy it everywhere. But it doesn't have the... Oh, what a mess. What a mess. My first delivery cannon is firing. Congrats! Man, that's always like such an achievement. When you set up the cargo rocket, delivery cannon, it always feels like such a nice achievement. So let's copy the station, but this time with okay. So this is a provider. We don't need to be providing anything, I believe. We need to be requesting. We only need to be requesting. Yes. 226 cargo rocket launches. By the way, I was away for a few days and I still can't see the updated channel pointer. Yeah, that that needs to work, but I need some ideas about what kind of rewards do you want to be having with the channel points. Let's do you want to force me to work some factories or something? how do you want to what kind of sadistic things would you like? I want to copy it, but somewhere where it's not exactly. Yeah, I think it's okay to copy it from here. Oh yeah, from here, perfect. This is why I usually leave 2 tiles of spacing, just to not having to copy all of this when wanting to copy only one station, right? So this is why I leave 2 tiles of spacing. So let's actually do it properly on the bottom. I'm not gonna change it here, but we can do it properly with the tiles. Yep. turn on camera. Ah, I don't think it's like, for example, if I was a lady, right? Like, camera is an important factor of ladies stream success, right? But for guys, very CD friendly stream. Just say what's bothering you. Oh, that's true. That's true. You could use talent points to force me to refactor anything which is bothering you. But I'm actually doing it without any channel points for you guys. Streamer personality is important. Yeah, but personality is important for both. But for girls, camera is like super important, right? Hold on. Where is the blueprint? I have just copied it. Did I not? Did I put it here? Man, I'm being a bit colonize a new planet. Go back to novice. Stop working in space. That's some nice improved novice, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this, and we shall see for the... Yeah, basically the idea here is... Oh, that's why it disappears. That's why it disappears. It's being done in end mode. It's being done using end mode, and then you exit end mode and disappears. Okay, got it now. Got it. But then if you don't do it with end mode, there's no radar here, so you cannot copy. Even install with a melange nuggets. Okay, tiles. Okay, and now we can put it here, and yeah, now it's here. Okay, good. For female streamers, it's part of the content. But for males, just adding personification to a stream, it's still a very important thing. My face is nothing special. It's like, it's really nothing special. Maybe one day after some growth threshold, right? But I think now it's not gonna add too much. I feel like. Let's move this trail a bit to the, like, two tiles to the bottom. One, or one tile. Done. I'm ashamed by my appearance, so I never tried to enable camera, but as far as I see, streamers who show their faces has more viewers. I'm super average. Like, there is a... I would say my appearance is boring. So without it, the stream is actually better. Oh, what? Oh. Okay, and before we finish here, let's actually call it proper. So when we are copying it fully with all the necessary. And before we do that, let's actually is it good space? Yep, it's good space. Okay, perfect. And now we can just put up a bunch of these, because they are gonna be necessary for scaling. This is gonna be all for the scrap and process data cards. I didn't even check the process data cards. Or maybe the process data cards are gonna be elsewhere. So I'm not sure about that one. When you're ready for sure. Let's let's make it let's put it at some point in the future. I don't even have a proper camera anyways for now, so but sure, if one day it grows. Let me check while the robots are delivering stuff. Let me check. Let me get the signals here and the rails, and let me check. So about I never checked the data cards. These ones. How many are we outputting? Let's find the processing. It should be somewhere below. Oh yeah, 19k of junk into like 18k of normal ones. Oh, and you know what? This processing is really cool that they are really close to each other. Like the fact that we are making data cards here and we're going to be processing processing junk here. So basically, junk data cards can be going directly into this. Without we can even belt them. We can belt them a bit here, because they're going into this chest. Or maybe just outputting them into their own chest, but then we would need to prioritize, right? We would need to prioritize, and prioritization would be like on Novice. I have been prioritizing by having trains pick up stuff at priority stations, but which were like the overflow, right? The resources, for example, the core mining. We have resources which we need to consume priority, but these were very few compared to the ones which we are producing in the mines. However, here the stuff that we need to consume in priority is going to be very high compared to the stuff here. So maybe I'm thinking about running a big circuit network from here to some stations here, and we are going to be trying to pick these first, and when we don't have enough, then we go here. How about that? Going to sleep for an hour or so, so hope to see you later. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for coming by, man. I was wondering what was happening to you, so thanks for passing by and saying hi. Even just for saying hi, I really appreciate you guys coming, and even for 1 second, always great. I can give you my cat photo for camera plus quarter if you. Yeah, I need to ask Vanash about that, but we could have cats of different people all together, clumped up. Yeah, so the idea here would be to only take blank data cards from this station when the recycling here, because they need to be formatted, right? Let's check. What does the formatting require? It requires cryonite rods and cooling. So we need to be providing hot thermal fluid. And it's 19k junk data cards. So it's a lot. How many stations do we need for that? I mean, at least two stations. Let's plan for like 4 stations. Let's plan for 4 of these. 4 belts each. Yeah, let's plan for 4 stations just for the future. And we could be having but 4 is like too much, because I was planning to have a bigger recycling station which would the broken data card, right? And should we be processing the broken one? Oh yeah, it just produces scrap and we can consume it directly here. Like first here we will be having a junk data cards recycling facility into making a blank data cards, and at the bottom somewhere we can be having scrap. So everything could be done at once, and the scrap is going to be processed as well, and it's going to be sent back to Novice. So thinking. Like the problem is if we combine so many trains, can all the trains could be here? How much trains per minute does that make? How many trains per minute? How many trains per minute? 19k, how many trains per minute? The train, one train output is like 16,000 a minute. So it's like more than one train. But less than 2 trains a minute. So no, this is actually fine. The throughput of this is actually going to be fine. It's actually going to be fine. Like, all these rails are going to be able to handle 1k SPM. That's not that many, I think. Many? Much? Okay. So let's have 2, 3, 4 stations. 2, 3, 4 stations. Okay, let's not risk it and let's have 4 stations. So at first we are gonna be needing the junk data cards. They're gonna be coming in from here. So let's already be calling them. Damsel lurker. Oh, the lady who is also playing Space Exploration. I watched, like, I looked, I had a look at her stream, but she was pretty advanced in Space Exploration, so I felt like I was gonna be spoiled if I stayed to watch more, so I had to quickly leave, but she was really advanced in Space Exploration. Okay, these are the requesters of junk data card. And they are requesters. Okay, good. So now we can copy this train station a bunch of times. Oh, let's copy with the proper setup here. Junk data card. Yep. How about scrap? Should we be using the same lane for scrap? I mean, we have 50k scrap. 50k scrap? That's a lot of trains. That's a lot of trains. That's like 5 trains a minute. 1 every 20 seconds. I mean, when you think about it, 1 train every 20 seconds here is nothing. 1 every 20 seconds is nothing. So I think it should be okay. I think it should be okay. And we also need to be... Oh, no, hold on. This is not a requester station setup. Let me fix it. And let me copy one from a requester. The requester specifies the demand, like here. Oh no, this is a provider. Yeah, we don't have any solid requester. We have liquid requesters here, for this one, for example. So let me just not copy the station, but copy these, like this, and no, not red, green. Okay, and we are gonna be requesting the junk data cards. And how many junk data cards do we need? I usually request for 3 times the amount of how much one train can hold, and in this case M is how much one train can hold is 4k, because it's 50 and we have train has 80 slots with the 2 cargo wagons. So let's request 3 times 4, which is minus 15k, give or take, and not the water. A bit more than 3 times the train. Basically for the only purpose of having them buffered on this rail in front of the station. Minus 12k? Yeah, good. And let's proceed with this setup here, which is really neat, I think. And the balancing is going from right to left, because we're going to be evacuating the stuff to the right. And let's now duplicate the station. I believe all of this should be working. I do not see any errors, but again, that's just me, because the errors are definitely here. Autosave. Okay, with tiles and train stop names. So 2, 3, and 4. I think it looks good. So we have 4 chests requesting data cards. Now let's make sure they can be processed first before continuing on with scrap. So for their processing, once again, they require cryonite rods, which is actually only one belt, so we can have only one station for cryonite roads. Oh, no, hold on. We are not delivering roads. All these things are gonna be delivered by a rocket. Yep. We are gonna be having rockets delivering solid items, which are gonna be behind the station. Yes, that's gonna be delivered by rocket, and aside from that, we need to be delivering the hot thermal fluid. The cooling is gonna be done in place here, but the hot thermal fluid needs to be delivered, which is actually not very hard. Then let's see what items do the processing of the scrap require. Oh, it requires nothing, but it requires to output the heavy oil. And it's fine. We can output the heavy oil later. The idea here would be to feed back the heavy oil back into the refinery here, and to use it to use the heavy oil primarily from the output. Can you reorder items this in factory planner? Yep. You have the if you have the tutorial mode activated, you can see the shortcuts. But let me tell you, if you use the matrix here, matrix solver, you can have traditional or matrix. And if you use matrix solver, you don't have to reorder because everything is automatic. And I have just messed up the planner because we need to provide something. We need to provide a resource, and usually the one provided is the one which you create by yourself. I'm not sure which one was it. What did it provide? Polished data substrates? Maybe. No. Man, I broke it. I broke it. This is a big science factory. I'm always looking at it, so we shall fix it. Let me learn how to fix it. What are we providing? It's like it should be something like raw data substrates. Do we have raw data substrates? No, we don't. Let me remove the black data cards production. Yeah, we need to provide raw data substrates. That's all. They should be here. It should be here. Raw data substrate. It must be here because we have decomposed the. We have decomposed this one. Come on, it must be here. I'm blind. It's not here. Okay, hold on. Did we decompose that one as well? No, it's impossible. Let me remove these and these. So now we can provide blank data cards. Oh, and that's not enough. We need another one. We need something else. What are we providing? Blank observation frames. No, biosludge. We're providing biosludge. Okay, cool. And everything is back to normal. Good. So now we can decompose the blank data cards using this recipe. And now we shall say that we are providing the I'm not seeing the polished ones. I mean biosludge first. Oh yeah, just biosludge. We are providing biosludge basically. And we are doing the polishing using this one. And we are also recycling the... Man, look at the fluids. Look at the fluids per minute. One train holds 50,000, but I'm not sure about its speed. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's not too bad for the fluid recycling. And here again, we also always need to select what we provide. Oh, the byproduct is cosmic water? I mean, it must be consumed somewhere. Anyways. It's fine. Learning to use a factory planner even more. We need to be asking. Let's actually make the thermofluid. Let's actually be making it. Let's be making it. Let's make it a refinery item. The refinery is going to be providing the normal thermofluid, and it requires only the items that we have. We have iron plates. We have copper plates. We have sulfur. Everything here is already requested. Maybe not copper plates. Maybe not copper plates. We do have iron plates. We do have sulfur. Let's also request for copper plates, shall we? And can we fit another one? We barely can. We barely can. Let me move this one to the left. I mean, we could actually do it here. And like this. One entity less, which is always good. Let's land and let's copy that one. There's a single one left. I think it's okay if it's a refinery item. This is not gonna be very requested. It's not gonna be very requested because we are using the efficient thermofluid everywhere. So we're using very little of it, actually. But we still need to make it and still need to provide it. So this one is gonna be the copper plates. And this is the balancing one, and we need to ask for it. So basically here we have all the items, and we need to ask for the copper plates the same way we're asking for iron plates, which is minus 50k. And now if we check Novice, I think they should be loading. They should be loading. Unless they're... Yeah, they are loading. As you can see, they are coming in and being loaded here. Hello, MindMouseCraft. How are you doing today? How are you doing? How are your horses doing? You often say that you are going to take care of your horses. That reminds me, Valheim developers. Everyone was waiting for patches, and they were like, "Hey guys, we bought a horse." That made me laugh so hard. Everyone was like waiting for the news on new Valheim updates, and the developer was like, "We bought a horse in real life." Amazing. So this rocket should be firing soon, because we always request for at least one full rocket of the resource. So we will have to have the rocket being fired. Man, these are having trouble to keep up with the demand. Like, these inserters are having trouble. But that's okay. It's easy to scale. Like, if we see that we have some demand which is like super high, then we just need to... We can just add it here. But we have a factory here, but that's okay. It can be moved. It can be moved. And fine, I was visiting my mom, but now I'm back home. The horses are all good. A bit stormy, but a no tree fell. Ah... That's some good references there. If no tree fell, then everything should be fine. Good to hear, good to hear. Oh, hold on. Yeah, we want to also not be evacuating the robots here. And that's important. So let me just grab all the robots and let me put them here. And here as well. Yeah, it's important to not be evacuating robots into these chests. Yep, exactly 5. Perfect. Yeah. I wanted to do some... Oh yeah, the thermofluid. Let's take care of the thermofluid. And that is gonna give us an opportunity to cool everything wherever we want. Because we can provide the basic thermofluid. We can just easily copy this setup, I think. Maybe before that... Let me grab some space landfill. In all cases, we need more of it. Deposit these items. Maybe this as well. Too much trash. Oh, and we have barrels, which are have been used to bootstrap some stuff. Let's shoot a bunch of useless things. So the basic beacons, copper ore, barrels. I mean, that's fine. And there was something else. Or rails, yeah. Who needs rails? We have space rails. Okay, and here, grab some landfill. And now let's make the liquid, the thermofluid. At the beginning, thermofluid is going to require a lot of items. Like thermofluid, the production of thermofluid is really, really resource intensive. So until we fill up the tanks of thermofluid, maybe I'm not even going to make a big buffer. A buffer should be the buffer should be as small as possible. Oh man, didn't even take the facilities for that. Thermofluid, where is it? This one. So we need space manufacturers. Let's have how many? Let's have 2. Like look at the amount. 10, only 10 from all the items. And we are gonna be having tanks with like 50k or like even more than 50k. I think we're gonna be having at least 100k, so that 2 trains can come and deliver at the same time. So yeah, it's gonna be quite heavy. And oh. No, hold on. There's a second one. Oh, we don't need all the stuff. We just need a granite rod. We didn't need the copper. Oh, I've missed that one. I have missed it. And Faustus points it out. Yep, I had missed the other recipe. I was like, this I didn't even look at it. Like must be some feedback loop or something, but not. Yeah. It's the one. Oh. Look at the Look at the heavy oil requirements. Cosmic water as well. Look at the cosmic water. This actually looks like a big, nice dump of heavy oil. And we are going to be having a lot of heavy oil from the data card processing. And, sorry, scrap processing. Because it outputs heavy oil. So I feel like we need to have a huge tank of heavy oil, which we need to be consuming priority when it's when there is enough of it, before consuming heavy oil from the production. Let's set it up. Yeah, I really want to set up some. I have no space. Let's remove some of the blueprints here. Yeah, these all can be gone. You know an easy way to remove blueprints? You know that your gun can remove blueprints. Not like this, like this. One of these, keep one of these. Yeah, we could be copying the rails, so that's not a big deal. These, however, are kind of good. I'd like to keep this one, because we can be copying from here. And we can remove these. Okay. And let's grab some of the buildings here. We need to grab a bunch of these and some space manufacturers for the... Once you get to water ice is when you should swap to the second recipe in cryo rods, of course. Yep, we are delivering water ice. We are delivering it with the rocket. We are delivering the water ice. Here, you can see that it's the tanks full of it. Like this is a huge dump of heavy oil. Like we need to get rid of heavy oil at some point, right? And its only usage currently is in lubricant, but we are gonna be in lubricant. That's no problem. But maybe also some other things. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the order. What we also could be doing. Right now we are making lubricant out of the cryo/heavy production, but I think that if we need to be checking whether we have enough heavy oil, and if that's the case, we can be getting rid of heavy oil. Yeah, let me do just that. Let me have all the okay, I think that's gonna be important. I think it's gonna be important for the future. So let me have a station which receives heavy oil. We are gonna have some heavy oil processing here. This one, like this one. So copy that with the tiles and train stop names. Why not? So here is gonna be. Did I again copy it? Okay, you know what? I need to copy it and I need to put it in the blueprint. If not, it's gonna disappear. We can copy from here. Yep. Copy this station. with let's copy from above as well to extend. So with tile and train stop names, create blueprint, and just put it here so that it doesn't disappear. Okay, good. Now we can cancel, and now we can take it and place it. So we are going to be receiving heavy oil. And while we are at the stations, let's make the next station to provide the thermofluid. This one is coming from here. Copy that. Tiles, train stations. Okay, good. Why is there a line here? Oh, this is yeah, this was for the tanks. Okay, and so this one is gonna be the provider of thermofluid. Where is it? I can't find it. Sciences? No. Am I blind? Fluids? No. Signals? Oh, I was blind. I was blind. Okay, providing thermofluid here. So these ones need to be thermofluid. Hey Revan, how are you doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Just finished my iridium and holmium factories and discovered the byproduct output. Yep, the sand, the sand. Insert a Star Wars reference. No one likes sand. And you know the biggest problem, the sand, you cannot convert it back into stone. The sand is not even a stone. It's a byproduct of stone to make something else. So you have to be requesting it in your mirror factories or whatnot. And it's like, in addition to the stone, you need to be requesting sand. And that's very annoying. That's very annoying. Sand into glass, yep. But you need to handle it, right? We cannot just be done with only having stone as input. You need a lot of glass. Like, if you check the decomposition here, you can see we need a ton of glass. We need 4.2k here, and that doesn't include all the data substrates, which need a lot of glass, and all the heat shielding, which needs a lot of glass. By the way, why 81k of data substrates? What did I do wrong here? So many? Oh, because there's no processing. Yep. We were looking at the final processing. So yeah, only 6k data substrates. Yep. Ah, the 50% output of the input. Ah, that one. That's a small challenge, but I did it. Okay, I won't tell you how I did it. After you finish, I can show you how we handle it here in the factory. It's a small challenge. Yeah, it's a small challenge. It's a really nice challenge, a welcome one. But it's a nice one, and welcome one to be sure. Okay, is it good? Oh no, this is not good. This one is gonna be a provider, a requester of pretty impossible to fit in the space that's left. You are gonna be having to increase more space, maybe. Yep, that's oil. But here we need to be careful. It's not an oil requester. Because if it's an oil requester, then we're gonna be having a problem with the tanks always delivering oil from the provider to the requester. So it should be something else. It should be, let's call it oil buffer. Let's call it oil buffer. No, buffer is not good. Like, buffer is not good. Buffer, the meaning of buffer is to just is almost similar to the requester, but stuff can take from it. So I'd like to have some kind of disposal. The disposal storage. Like the disposal. What would be closest to the disposal? Not active provider. It's not a provider. Storage. Maybe storage would be the closest. I mean, it's still kind of a requester, but there are gonna be other stations which are requiring oil to, and they need to be requesters. Active provider could be on the consuming priority one, but design decisions. Wooden chest, the one we're shooting. Wooden chest. Okay, let's go with wooden chest. I like it. That's trash. Wooden chest represents trash. Whenever we need to shoot stuff, we use wooden chest. We put stuff into wooden chests and we shoot it. So here, heavy oil is gonna be like this. Yep. Heavy oil. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, these are just piping. So the idea here is that whenever we have too much heavy oil, we can either pump it directly here, or what? Why? Hold on. Why do we have two of these? So one goes into these, and the second one. Ah, this is for the cracking. This is the cracking of heavy oil. Oh yeah, and we also want to make sure that the cracking is not done. I mean, we could crack it. Like the best usage of the heavy oil would be to crack it, like whenever you have too much. But instead of cracking it, maybe it would be best to use it in the heavy oil intensive and maybe inefficient recipes, just to use it up. And so this recipe, is would be one of these. We would be saving on cosmic water, but it requires copper plates and sulfur, so it's not that efficient. Even if we have too much heavy oil, having to use copper plates and sulfur just for the sake of processing heavy oil does sound like a waste, especially considering the fact that sulfur is made from petroleum, which is down the line of the processing of heavy oil. So this one is not efficient. However, the lubricant one is efficient. So let me do just that. And what I mean by that is basically have a second lubricant facility here. And this one is gonna be processing lubricant from heavy oil directly. And this one is gonna be outputting it to some buffer chest here. Like this. And it's gonna be putting it back into this tank. Something like this. Or maybe directly from here. Oh yeah, that's good. Directly from here. So the idea here is that we buffer from that chest above to here, and we only top it up. We only top it up with this one. And the top up condition would be when anything is below or above. No, below, of course. Below 10,000. But I think we need to be checking these as well. We kind of need to be checking these as well. Hey, Gory. How are you doing? Oh, I missed the message. The problem isn't getting it working, is that I need to construct rather large factories to fit in. Oh, you made a mistake of like scaling it up before testing. I have a personal rule when I do this now. Like I plop down the first tile, I put in all the resources, and only when I see that it's all working, I scale it. It's a personal rule based on so many fails. So yeah, I feel you. So only input when this one is less than... We can even go for 20... Nah, we have enough buffer. 10k is good. Only input when it's less than 10k, and the lubricant input can be coming from here whenever, wherever. And this lubricant input is gonna be coming in from this heavy oil. This heavy oil is gonna be used in lubricant. And why I chose lubricant? Because you can see here that we need a bunch of lubricant in the factory. We need a bunch of lubricant. And it's the material science here needs a lot of lubricant everywhere. So hopefully we are gonna be using up our excess of oil by producing lubricant and by using this one up. But problem is, again, if we are not using this heavy oil, if we're not making energy sciences, for example, we are full on energy sciences and we are doing some other tech, we need to find another solution. I mean, the easiest one would be cracking. What's the repair turret mod called? It's literally repair turrets, I think. The repair turrets by Clonan, who is part of Factorio team. I mean, we could always send the oil into cracking, right? We could always be sending oil into cracking if there is an issue. If there is an issue with the oil. So this is also kind of a small problem. It's a small problem. Let's move this one here, here, and here. Okay, the heavy oil is coming in. No, hold on. Oh, this is thermofluid. I made a mistake again. But here it's actually even better. Yep. So this one is the input of heavy oil. It's going into this tank. It's gonna get into the lubricant production. But any excess of that, if we cannot convert it into lubricant, so this one is enabled when anything is above 10k. When we cannot convert it into lubricant, then we're gonna be evacuating this one, and we can be sending it into the heavy oil cracking. And I'd like it to be cracked in priority. Oh, this lane is being taken. You're welcome. You are welcome. Can we move one tile to the top? One tile above it. Oh no, it's gonna be taken by water. One tile below. One tile below seems good. Yeah, if we use it. Oh, it's used for this one. Nothing is good. I mean, we could be doing it here, and we can actually connect this again and say input only when below. And here we need to be saying something like 12k, right? Because these are only output when above 10k, so... And this one is 20k. And this is the cracking. And this one should be always inputting. I'm hoping I am not messing up the logic. And there are high chances that I am. So if anyone follows and sees a mistake, pray let me know. Yeah, let's move these. So this one, basically the idea here, I'm gonna explain for you and for me the heavy oil, which is coming in from here. So at first it goes into this kind of a buffer tank. It's going into the buffer tank, and this all these green wires are just for the input. it goes into the buffer tank. And the buffer tank here is exiting in priority on the left to make the lubricant. This is the secondary lubricant production only from heavy oil. So it's going to be buffering into this tank, and the lubricant production is going to go and be inserted into the lubricant production, like basic production tanks in priority before this one. This one is only activating when the lubricant is below 10k, yeah, when there's really not enough. So we have a bit of a buffer here as well as the buffer here. So we have a bit of a buffer of lubricant being produced from these two. It's taking priority over this lubricant, which is produced from cryonite slush. Okay, and then if we have a lubricant completely full, or we cannot consume enough, so we have a secondary output of the heavy oil when the tank is below 10k, and this output goes all the way down and into the heavy oil output facility here, the basic one, but it's having priority precedence over the heavy oil output from the refineries. And from here, if this tank is too full, like above 20k, then it's getting cracked. Then it's getting cracked, and it's always going out here. It's always going out here. Why do we need why did we need a condition on this one? It's fine if we don't crack it. It's fine if we always go to the right. I mean, that's okay. I think by symmetry. It's always going to the right, and it's gonna go in the output of heavy oil where necessary. So this could be the first one, but there's a third solution in order to be able to get rid of excess of heavy oil, and that would be to use to make a secondary refinery where we no, hold on, this one is 20 heavy oil. No, not the refinery. There was another thing where we could be using heavy oil instead of cryo slash. I mean, yeah, only the production of thermogel, right? So let's make thermogel. And we also need a beacon here, and we can be putting a beacon a bit above, so it can cover both the thermogel and this one. Inertia, no! No! Okay, did it. Huh? Yep, done it. Man, all these years of playing Counter-Strike has no effect on the precision of the mouse. I used to play a lot of Counter-Strike back in the days when I was young, as most of people who were born in post-Soviet Union countries. Counter-Strike was really spread in these countries, like Russia and surrounding. Why this one is? Yeah, this one is not good. This one was a copy-paste issue. Man, my accuracy is very low. Got a lot of hours on CS:GO, but even before CS:GO was a thing, but I think that only applies to people who are above 30 years old, I guess. A lot of us were playing CS 1.6, and even some pre 1.6. But CS:GO also was a bit of a breath of fresh air. I still remember Condition Zero and whatnot. Yep, I'm 32. I am 32. Does my voice sound childish? Thermofluid. Yeah, we need to make. You need to be making thermofluid. High 20s. I mean, that's not far, right? You could say I'm 20s. Nah, just kidding. Where is it? Oh no, it was not this one. It was this one. And this one, yeah, and we want to be using that one. And here again, we want to be prioritizing heavy oil from this tank over the other one. But we still need to get from the other one when we don't have enough from here. And how are we doing it? Well, basically, we need to be taking from here. This one goes into the production of a lubricant, but we could be sending it even further. And it's gonna be the output of heavy oil right here. And we could also be kind of taking from this tank but buffering it, or nah, it doesn't make any sense. How to prioritize? You two same age? Oh, 32-year-old club. Let's buffer it. Like, I'd like to buffer it using a tank, but it's gonna make too much heavy oil tanks. What to do? I think, yeah, we don't have that much choice. I mean, there's always choice, but I still feel like, I mean, we could. Okay, let's do it like this, and let's only input here when because I'd like them. I mean, yeah, this is like whether it's consumed here or consumed here, it's important that it just gets consumed because this is just for cracking. So it's important that this one gets consumed, and this one could be outputting it into here, and so the heavy oil can go into pop. Before we input, this needs to get a condition because this would need only this only needs to fill it. And same for Evan. Hey. The club of 33rd third decade, or is it fourth decade? But yeah, welcome. We are all in it together. Let's this one should be only inputting when it's below a very low threshold, like 5,000. Yeah, I don't want to buffer here too much. Even 3,000 is gonna be good. So only output when below 3,000. This is coming from the from below. Inglorious 30s. Yep, the 30s. That's how they say it. The 30s. Here, man, that makes a lot of pumps and balancing. I'm really hoping I didn't make any mistakes, because otherwise it would be a bit sad. How should we bring cosmic water? Should we have like one full belt of cosmic water? I think it's fine because we don't need that much of it. Yeah, we can have a belt of cosmic water getting out of here. Let me just check whether this lane is good. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's the only lane which is not used. Almost one of the only ones. So let's grab the cosmic water, and since it's only like 5 per recipe, like the throughput required throughput is not gonna be too high. So it's all good and fine and dandy. But we still need like half of the cosmic water in order to make like. It requires 0.5 of cosmic water in order to make one thermal fuel, right? Thermal. Yeah, 5 to 10. Like it's half. So 1 tank of cosmic water to make 2 tanks of the fuel. And here we go. How should we be inputting it? I think it's fine to input this one like this. Like this, and this one can be inputted like this. Perfect. And then we can be evacuating like this. or even in the middle. In the middle is good. Okay, here we have the thermofluid, and I don't even want to make a storage of thermofluid here, but maybe it would be best. Maybe it's best to store it first, just in case, because we need to be inputting it here. Like, the advantage of storing it here is maybe we are going to be needing to do some cooling in the refinery at some point. Maybe there is like a new liquid in the future that we need to be handling, and this we would be happy having a cooling solution at the refinery. But for that we need to be having a small buffer, which is actually not very bad. So let's do the same as everywhere else. And let's output it. Man, I wish it were oriented differently. Like, cause usually it's like this, right? Usually all the tanks are like this, but this way it's harder to. Ah, it's fine. It's fine if it's not the same as the other tanks. Huh? And yeah, when it's above 10k, basically move it along. And we are gonna be having like 150k of it, which is okay. This is not a big deal. Just make a small buffer of it, and that's gonna be all fine. And let's also put it on the right this way, because we can be inputting it into here. No, it's better to be using the pump. So just to optimize a little bit the throughput. Okay, like this. Are we good? We are good. We just need to call in for cryonite rods, and this can be done by using a requester chest somewhere in the middle, connected to the network, if possible. Oh, also we need to be forgetting the beaconing. The beaconing business is not to be messed with. Oh no! Oh no! We are one tile too far. We are one tile too far. Should we move everything one tile to the bottom? Should we move everything one tile to the bottom for the sake of placing this one? Yes, we should. Like, there is no oh, and we're also gonna be in front of this one. Everything should be moved one tile to the bottom. Okay, heavy oil as well. Okay, are we good? And now they are properly like in front of each other. It's so much better. Triggered. Okay, you're definitely gonna be getting a triggered emote. And even a cheer. Emote and cheer. That's gonna be a good usage of channel points. Little by little, I hope that the rewards are gonna be nice. Yeah, just request a cryo sludge. How much do we need in one chest? Like, problem is it comes from afar, so maybe it would be good to have a buffer chest. I think it would be good to have a buffer chest. Let's have a request of 2000. That's 2 rows, and also request from buffer chest. And let's make a buffer chest of it. Let's make a small buffer chest in front of where it's needed. It's not needed anywhere here, right? This is just water. Oh, and for water ice, we would be needing a buffer chest as well. So let's have a buffer chest for water ice. And water ice, 1 row is 2000, so let's have a 10k. A 10k buffer chest for water ice. And let's have a oh, cryonite is also needed here. So we can actually make a good buffer chest here for all the purposes, for all the requirements. All the cryonite requirements could be here. One small problem is that there is no roboports here. All the roboports are actually here, and that's kind of on purpose, because the resources are always delivered from these chests. I mean, it could be more efficient. The roboports could be next to these, But hold on. Oh, I made a huge mistake. I made a huge oopsie. I made a huge oopsie. Look at all the copper. Look at all the copper that has been stockpiling that we cannot even consume. Because I didn't connect the chest here with the red wire. It was the thing not to miss. And of course I missed it. Okay, let me have a secondary chest. Oh no. We were not telling Novice how much copper we had, so the rocket was a never-ending. It had never-ending trips. Oh, So let's do it like this. Yeah, like this, and let's make one here. After putting some landfill. And this one, it can be the same, just for copper. And now copper can be properly deposited. And I'm just gonna put everything, all the copper. Man, look at the bots. Look, check out the sound of crashes. Hold on, why are they damaging stuff? They are not supposed to be damaging stuff. How many robots do we have in this network? Stop inputting, stop inputting, stop inputting. How many robots do we have in this network? I thought it was... We are not reading robot statistics. The condition was to check logistics robots and to only insert when there is not enough. But we were not reading robot statistics. So, yeah. I can't even point them. I can't even point. Second server, disable control behavior. Okay, now it's disabled. Let's see how many robots do we have. Murphy's Law had been verified so many times during this playthrough. Like, Murphy's Law is everywhere. We have 5,000 robots. Okay, that's not that high compared to what had been asked for. Like, we asked for 3K, and we have 5,000 of them. It's the Y symbol. 5,000 robots. So let's take this one. Let's take this one. So we need for 5,000 we actually need level 10. We are very close to level 10. 5,000 is we need level. Oh, this is 9, so we need 10. We need 10. We need level 10. We need both of these, and we are having a nice flow of base game sciences. So this is gonna be a very fast tech to do. We can have up to 5,000 robots, and let's actually queue. They aren't exactly exponential. They're linear, like 8K, 10K, 14K, 12K, 14. It's just 2K each. They're linear. Hold on, and this one asks for cryonite rods, and let's have 8 rows of cryo rods, and here we have enough. We have enough. And as you can see, this one is already working. Let's add some modules, and let's also copy it to the right. Like this. So we are getting the thermofluid, and as you can see, it's slowly increasing at a steady rate. Which is really neat. I think one train should be enough for fluid evacuation. Can it go? By the way, can it do a 180 here? Oh, it can't. If it goes left, it can only continue to the left. It cannot do 180 in this, which is fine. Basically, we would need to have one at a stacker for this base, and we haven't We don't even have stackers. I think we should be having. We should copy this one and like literally paste it like here. I'm gonna do it right away because I think it's a really good idea. Copy this one with shifts, so we can copy tiles, train fuel, not train fuel, not train stop names, and we could copy the train. No, it's fine. Create blueprint, and just do this. Rotate twice and plop it down like this. And this is gonna provide us with a stacker right here, which is gonna contain all the scrap trains. Okay, good. Actually, we are done. We are done. We are providing thermofluid. We are requesting the hot stuff, and we are done with the refinery for now. So let's go build these stackers, and let's proceed with the recycling. We need stations, and these should be called. So basically, the trains come here. And they stay here. They can be staying full with everything, with the scrap, with data cards. Yeah, mostly scrap and data cards. But let's remove you, because we have a better stacker here, and let's call you stacker. What? Oh, I didn't save. Okay. Stacker. Okay, good. Bad. Seriously? How can I mess even this? I mean, we don't need to deconstruct it or anything, but we just need to make sure these are properly placed. And yeah, of course. Okay, and let's place it again, but with proper distancing this time. Like this. And here we go. So basically, we have a proper... I do hope we have a proper stacker now. And this one is gonna be serving the recycling facility. Your job, if you shall accept it, would be to serve the recycling facility. And you shall accept it. So we need to be providing, to be delivering all the cards. So let's actually call it. How many trains do we want? We have 4 stations, so let's have 8 trains for the blank data cards, and something like 10 for the for scrap, and we shall see if it's gonna be enough. A stacker, data card, stacker. 4. How many did I say? 8? Yeah. Okay, these are gonna be the these ones, and let's copy this one here and change you by adding scrap. And this is gonna be something here. And let's also copy from here, because how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's copy from here. It's gonna be easier to do it this way rather than taking the raw blueprint. With tiles and train stop names. That's why it's easier. So we shall just do this. Okay, and these are gonna be for the stackers of the scrap. So much scrap. How many stations does it make? 14 stations, which is a bit more than what I thought to do, but it's fine. We could be actually having only 10, and we can repurpose other 2 for... So basically we know that we need thermal fluid already, because we need to be cooling the processing. So in all cases, we need stuff. Oh, but the thermal fluid can be coming from the refinery. But we cannot set up a train yet because we don't have the station for the thermal fluid. But we can proceed and do just that. So here, first 4 stations are the ones which require the data card. So let's already be asking for thermal fluid in order to finish with the data card's processing. Let's check again the decomposition here. I don't even need to check the decomposition. Let's check the recipe. The data card or processing. I mean, these are like more and more efficient ones, and we just know that we are getting less and less broken ones, more and more blank ones. Oh, so we're going to be requesting thermal fluid, but what I just noticed is that we need to make a facility to make the stations to output a blank data card actually. Let's okay, let's have the thermal fluid first. Let's have the thermal fluid first, somewhere in the middle, in between all of this. Let's have the thermal fluid first. So let's go grab. Oh, you are the one who wanted to provide me with it, right? Yep. But 1 to 2. Hold on. That means that we don't have proper setup in the mall. 1 to 2. It's this one. 1 to 4. 1 to 4 has 1 to 4. 1 to 3 has 1 to 3. 1 to 2. No, it's called 1 to 2. Why couldn't you go back to the storage chest and put this one back in? Huh? Why was it stuck? It was supposed to be able to go to the chest and put it back, because this chest is filtered for this. It's a storage chest, yes. Not sure. Not sure. Yeah, these are all properly, logistics filters are properly set to each one of these. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'm not sure. Never mind that. Let's go copy the setup of a requester of any item. It could be a requester of... okay, for 1 second I was I was thinking, why are we requesting cosmic water in the refinery? But it was not a refinery. It was me being quite tired. So let's copy this one. We are gonna be requesting the thermal fluid in the same. We are now requesting the. This water. But let's not keep the train station names, because if we were to keep the train station names, then it would make a problem. It would create a problem with the delivery. We would be having delivery right away. So yeah, we have a different spacing in between the rails here on purpose, because we made a mistake earlier. And like this. Okay, here there's a couple of things to change, and one of them is the orientation of the. Yeah, that's that's good, but you know, we need to change the wires. Oh, I think there was a like Picker Dollies had a shortcut in order to do it, but I don't remember. I can't remember. We just need to change these 2 outputs. No, hold on. Yeah, we just need to change these 2 outputs. So instead of going here, you go here, and instead of going here, you go here. We'll play a little bit of Space Engineers with a friend. Wish you good luck and have fun on stream. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching, and enjoy Space Engineers. Man, I wish I could get into that game at some point. I tried, but for some reason, I don't know, maybe this game is not exactly for me. I found it a bit bland, but yeah, maybe it's just me. I didn't play much, I couldn't get into it. I tried some campaign to learn the thing. We don't need a big buffer. I also wanna try it. I heard a lot of good things about it, so I tried it, but I don't know, I couldn't get into it for some weird reason. It was a bit janky. It not precise. I didn't feel it was too precise of a game, but maybe I'm just completely mistaken and probably. Hold on, do we have? Yeah, we have these. So here is a requester, Daniel Gecko. No, it's not Daniel Gecko. It's a requester of the thermofluid. Thermofluid requester. Yeah, good. And now that we have it, we can be actually configuring the. Oh, we don't have green circuits. That's okay. Let's set it up here. Minus 120 thermofluid. Yeah, I think that's good. We don't need that much of it. Like, this is a big buffer, but we really don't need that much of it. We really don't need 2 trains of it. But two trains allow, like, to have it half emptied, and then we fill it with a train if necessary. So maybe we could be adding it. Hey, Pijucito, welcome to the stream. My bad when I accidentally forgot to turn off the lights. I'm never gonna I'm never gonna financially recover from this. I really like it. One of my most played games. Need a bit of creativity, and there's no goal, so it's not for everyone. Yeah, I see. But I need to give it another chance, I think. Yeah, I had referring to the PG Suito joke. I also had parents who were like who were a bit who were going heavy on the like unnecessary usage and saving of stuff, which is like becoming an adult. I kind of agree with them. Like why spend energy and money on lights when you can just turn them off, right? But when you're a kid, you don't really care. Hold on, this is just, let's make it a bit nicer. Just to go here. When you feel like you want to jump in, hit me if you want. Oh, okay, thanks. Gonna keep that in mind and enjoy. Have fun with the game. Oh, I could pick this under the signal. Okay, we are good. We are good. So this one is thermofluid. This one is also thermofluid, and we are gonna be. So is it possible to have a like smaller buffer? I mean, it is possible, but I'm afraid that, like, for example, we can be having only 3 tanks here, right? We can be having only 3 tanks, and we can say when we have less than 50k, send a train. Basically, when these 2 tanks are empty and this one is still full, send the train. But is the train gonna have enough time to come? I mean, it's fine. Like having a small buffer is not a big deal. I think it's I even think it's completely full here. I think this is completely full. Yeah, like look at this. It's all full. Like we have enough cryo roads. We have enough of everything. So we shouldn't be too worried about that. Did they not? They're hanging. There is still a lot of copper plates, and we're not even using them. That's the worst part. We are not using copper plates because again, they're not even able to output them properly. Oh man, that's I hope we are gonna be using copper plates at some point. In the refinery. Let me just go place these. And we need oh, cool. Yeah, didn't have enough copper plates in the inventory. Look at the robots flying instantly. Okay, let me grab some items, notably enough to make the circuits. Grab the circuits, I mean. Thank you, robots. Okay. And everything else we are good on. Let me also grab some landfill while we are here. Okay. And let's proceed. So we have received thermofluid. The next part, what was the last thing to do? Oh, output the blank data cards, right? We need to be outputting blank data cards. How are we gonna do it? How are we gonna be outputting blank data cards? One solution, easy solution, would be to just belt them here. Like, see how we have a nice exposed container of blank data cards. We could be belting them here, and this one would be a backup. But we don't have to belt them here. We could actually be using this one only when, like, we can have a separate stations providing blank data cards and be using those in priority. We can be using those in priority. But thing is, like having too much, like remember, these are gonna be also used as stations for scrap. We are gonna be recycling scrap here as well, because this is a recycling station. So having too much stations here is gonna increase the traffic, and I'm not a big fan of having too much traffic on this particular recycling facility. Like, providing blank data cards is not a job of the recycling facility, right? It's not a job of the recycling facility. So that's why I am thinking of making, of actually like creating like processing cards here, and yeah, just belting them. We can just belt the cards. Remember, we need like 18,000 of cards per minute. Below. Yeah, here. As you can see, we are producing 1.4k, but hold on, where was it written? Oh, here, yeah. We are consuming almost 20k junk data cards per minute with the setup. So this is how many belts? Oh, it's like 8 belts. This is like 8 belts. 2 belts is 5.4k. So it's 8 belts. It's not too bad, you know. It's not too bad. It's not too bad to have them belted. 8 belts from one container into some others, and just make sure to be able to provide. Yeah, you know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. And you know how it could be done with easy priority without any circuit condition whatsoever? By just having a bunch of blank data card stations here, and having the station which is served by these somewhere very high at the top. So this way, these stations are going to have priority because they are closer train-wise. Trains need to go through less signals in order to get to them, and less rails. But that makes me want to move all this as well. I should have planned for that. I should have planned for the throughput of the data cards, because we need at least 2, maybe 3 more stations. Because 18k per minute is 20k per minute is I mean, it's fine if the station is here or it's here. We can just copy it. Okay, let's do it. Let's copy. So the idea here is let's have 4 stations providing blank data cards, as we are having 4 stations consuming junk data cards, right? So same idea. Do we have spacing? Yeah, we have space. Okay. Space and space. Yep. Oh, no. With shift in order to create a tiles with transport names. So all we need to do is to plop down the station right here. then plop down a second one here. And a third one here. Not decided yet how we're gonna be delivering the items to the stations. I think belts are the best. Are they not? And the idea is to take the output from this data card facility and move it there. Like this belt, the very first station of blank data cards output is gonna be the one which is gonna be serving fresh data cards, newly produced ones, and the recycled ones are all gonna go into these chests. This way, these stations are gonna be having natural priority. Because they need like exactly one less rail signal for each. Yep, like this. These rail signals are determining the reduced complexity. Yep. So let's belt them. We can be belting these using. I think we can be taking, for example, this lane. I know there is like a space in between, but that's okay. They are not belong. This lane is not belonging to the factory. Something like this. So we are gonna be inputting you here. Nope. Like this. And before we properly belt it, let me just collect all the cards. And let's do it in 1 or 2 trips. Let me deposit all the. There's no space here. Let me deposit all the stuff, and let me grab the cards, so that we are not overproduce them. Come on. I mean, could be using jetpack. Okay. So the trains by default are gonna be coming. The trains by default are gonna be coming to the bottom ones, and we need to be adding blank data cards, which are going out of the junk, into these. So again, 20k per minute is gonna have is gonna make 8 belts. So we can be doing like 3, 3, and 3. 3, 3, 2. Yeah, math, please. 3, 3, and 2. We can be belting them. However, there is no space to belt them from this side. Should we be using robots? I don't think we should be using robots in this case. I don't think it's necessary to use robots, especially considering the fact that these are not gonna be connected logistics network. I mean, we could be using robots, but for 20k per minute throughput using robots, it's that are the belts, right? Oh, by the way, let me check the space belts. The space belts, these ones, what do we need? Oh, okay, these are not. They transport very high amount of items. Very high amount of items. Yeah, the ones that we have a bit of them in the orbit. We started with a gift of them. So how should we be placing belts so that it makes sense? Is it possible to take this one? Oh, it's possible. From beneath. Stolen. The thief I am. Oh, and there's 39 here as well. So how should we be belting them? Like, do we even have space on this side? Like, it may be a non-issue if we don't have space. Like, we could have 2 running next to this one. but it's gonna be a bit. Let's not use this side, because maybe in the future we can expand these and have more. But let's not use this side. We could be coming from the right. We could be coming from the right. That would be the easiest solution. To be just coming in from the right. Because from the left it sounds a bit like we could be using this lane. We could be using. Now this is kind of it's messing with the. Yeah, let's be coming from the right, and let's not try to. It's gonna be a long distance though. It's gonna be a long distance, but that's okay. Okay. Are we good? So the blanket cards are outputted into these chests. Perfect. And now that we have the cooling, that we have the thermofluid cooling here, all we need is to set up. We don't need anything else. Let me check again to make sure. Let me check the recipe. No, not you. Oh, you are gonna be very easily recycled, because scrap recycling is right here. We are processing you into one of the cards which we are evacuating. Cold thermofluid is easy, and thermofluid is also provided. So okay, everything is done. Now let's before we build, let's copy these. And let's make them into scrap. Very easy, just rename. Should we copy one and paste it? I think it makes more sense to copy only one first. Yeah. Tiles and train stop names. And here is gonna be the one requesting all the scrap. Oh, before scrap, should we be creating the oil output? Heavy oil output. I think it's best. Because then the scrap can all be behind. So let me remove these. Yeah, we need to output heavy oil for the scrap. Let me check again the recycling recipe. This one. We are going to be processing scrap and outputting iron, copper, and stone in the rocket, sending back to Novice, and heavy oil is going to be pumped back into the refinery, which we have set up everything for right above. Okay, cool. So this one is done. Let me before copying or anything, let me just this is a request. We need to copy a provider of liquids, which can be copied from this liquid. This is the one, yes. Yep, like this. And train stop names, because why not? Like this. And this one is the provider of let's can we copy that and actually invert it, because I don't want to be not delete. No, it need to be control C with copy. Yeah, I think we should be able to invert it. Let's remove the rails, remove the piping, build another factory without testing. Oh my god, which one now? Which one is it now? Now we can delete it. Mistakes are made again. Same one with different did you notice the error, or are you just mentally prepared to have an error? Is there a chance still, or it's okay, let's try to invert it. Oh, it's working. So we could have done this same earlier. Okay, so just like this, without having to change anything. And connect these now with the green wire. It's reasonably likely to still be wrong, of course. Murphy's law, as Revan said. Heavy oil output. Yep, and this is all good. And here is gonna be the provider of heavy oil. Nah, not here. Come on. Heavy oil provider. Blank data cards. Thinking about what could be forgotten. Okay, so and everything below will be the scrap. Everything below will be the scrap, which is this one. Yep, accept scrap, process it, output heavy oil, and we also need to be processing broken data cards into scrap, which is basically direct. Let's actually check. Let's actually check how many buildings are we gonna be needing. How many buildings? Let's go with 20k. 20k. Let's have a special refinery, factory. Recycling. Let's call it scrap. So what we are dealing with here is actually I'd like to talk in terms of outputs, not inputs. Can we say that we are dealing with this amount of oh, I know how. I know how. We can be asking for iron ores, which are the product of the recycling. We could be asking for iron ores. I don't know how many yet. 20k may be too much. So this, yeah, the product of these. And we just need to adjust the number depending on how much scrap we are gonna be needing. We are gonna be making. It's actually 1/4. So 5k. Look at all the machines. Look at all the machines. Fully beaconed. Oh, we need 150 machines. I have my first hole in place. Congrats! Congrats! That's neat. So you are at Holmium and you did beryllium, right, for your astroscience. Holmium, beryllium, congrats. And iridium should be coming soon, because it's the same. So now, because we know that we have a 50k scrap, look at the output here. So we're producing, after we decontaminate the scrap, we are producing 48k scrap per minute, like almost 50k scrap per minute. But we also need to be converting back data cards, which is 54 scrap per minute. And we actually need 17 facilities here. We can actually see how many facilities we need. We don't need to. We can actually check the number here. We don't need to have a separate subfactory for this one. So we need 17 facilities for just for the broken data cards, which output almost 2 blue belts. I mean, if we create them in a scalable fashion, then it isn't going to be a problem. I found the same problem in my factory last night. Everything ground to a halt when I investigated. Turns out my scrap production went like 2000% when I set up yellow-purple science. Had to set up a ton of scrap recycling. Yep, especially yellow science. Did you check how much scrap the locomotive data card generate on its own? I can show you. I can show you. Look at the byproducts here. This is all the science's byproducts by scrap. So you can see there is one atomic data which generates 2k items per minute scrap. Okay, correct. There is also the one radiation shielding which generates 2k per minute. Correct. Like all the energy sciences generate a lot. Like you can see here 1.8, 3.5k. This one generates 3.5k. Going up. and I have missed it. The one which requires locomotives. This one. Oh, sorry. The byproduct was this row. This is actually the byproduct is here. So look at 1.4, 1.4k, 14k scrap per minute. This single impact shielding data. 14k per minute. And also 4k from the storage tanks. This one is pressure containment. Apply pressure to a tank until it breaks into scrap. Man, the impact shielding is very visual. I'm I'm having fun visualizing how they test impact shielding. Generating so much scrap. 14k per minute. Yep. So hold on, let me check the production from like recycling of data cards. So we need 123 deep supercomputers. We need a lot of computers, and these are the deep ones. Let's cancel this tech, and let's process these using the one we have, just for the sake of comparison. Yeah, we are generating way more than we have accounted for. But that's okay. I'm not gonna target this one. The numbers are gonna be targeting the final one, because we're gonna be getting there at some point. Don't have to be factory running fully. So in here, you can see that we need 60 facilities for the broken data card. And the contamination is okay, 6.6, it's a refinery side. But that one, we need, yeah, the one we have 120 computers. 120 computers. Just for this. Energy consumption plus 920. Almost multiplied by 10. What's the basic energy consumption here? 2.5 megawatt. Imagine here, each supercomputer is consuming 25 megawatt, and you have 120 of them. So it's 30 multiplied by 100 megawatt. 3 gigawatt. 3 gigawatt just for the junk data card recycling. 3 gigawatt. That's crazy. Hold on, did I make a mistake? It's 30 multiplied by 100. Yeah, 3 gigawatt. And then the... This one is should be okay. Oh, the scrap recycling itself. The recycling of scrap itself. This one. 200 facilities. I mean less because of the... Oh, it's written here. It's written here, the power consumption. I don't need to calculate. And yeah, about 3 gigawatt. Calculation was correct. And total power, 40 gigawatt, which is actually not so bad. 40 gigawatt. Let me show you how much we have. We're not very far. We are at 22 gigawatt. At 22 gigawatts, so we just need to multiply this number by 2. And that means multiply the amount of solar panels here by 2. And that's not too bad. That's actually not too bad. Energy is not a big deal in space. Energy is not a big deal in space. Okay, so let's proceed. Too much talking and no action. Okay, so these are thermofluid, hot, and scrap here, which is going to be the scrap like this. Here is the scrap as well. Here is the minus 12k of scrap each station. How much station did we go with? Minus... How much stations do we need? Can one station handle 10k a minute? It's like 3 belts. Yeah, I think one station can handle 1k a minute. Let's go with 5 stations to begin with, and we shall see. We can also always expand it in the future when necessary. So again, not a big deal. Hold on, why can't I? Oh, okay, this one without shift, yep. 2000 train station 8. Hold on, let me check if... Did I change the train station name? No, I did not. That's always good to change. And it should be a requester chest, yes. It should be a requester chest with the number being minus 12k. One train can hold up to 4k, which is 50 multiplied by 80. That is correct. Okay. Copy you. TAS and train stop names. So you go here. You go here. You go here. And we have our stations. We have our trains. We have our trains. So for each of the stations, I think, like here we had 10 trains. We're supposed to be having 10 trains. I'm thinking about 2 trains per station, but maybe it's best to have 3 trains, because while 2 trains are waiting here, a third one could be on its way, right? Or be waiting at the stacker. I'm thinking about how the trains work. So basically, they both get filled with scrap. They're both coming in here, and in the meanwhile, a third one could be filled with scrap. So actually, yeah, like one station can handle 3 trains, while 2 are waiting here. Or no, hold on. Like one is waiting here, second one is filling and then coming in, and at this time it leaves, right? It leaves and it goes. Nah, yeah, 3 would be best. 3 would be best. Let's already be overkilling. It's fine to overkill these trains. We have enough of them. Create a bunch more train stations. Do we even have an iron request? No, we don't. Let's have an iron plate request here at all times. $400, good enough. Oh, and steel as well. Steel can be at 300. Just to have a minimal amount of resources for the handcrafting purposes. Let me also drop some... I wanted to drop some glass here, yeah. Okay. And vulcanite block I don't think I need. Hold on. Did it just drop into an active provider chest? If it did, then this memory would be reset. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. What did I forget? Rails we have. Signals. Signals. Don't have that many. Okay. We can actually deposit these. And let's go. Okay. Trains. I was gonna take trains. Not even enough space for the trains. Let's deposit some of the landfill. So how many trains do we need? 3. Let's say 3 per station. So 3 multiplied by 4, 12 plus 15. So we need 27 locomotives. We need a stacker with 27 locomotives. 12 plus 15. Yep. 27 locomotives. And 54 cargo wagons. Here. 10, 20, 5, 27. And 54 cargo wagons. 10. We have 2 for some reason. 20, 30, 40, 50. One more. 4. Oh. The last... Let's drop some stuff. It's the rail. Where can we drop the rail here? Oh, it's trying to place it. Okay, let's put it in the trash. Oh. And there are some robots which are trying to... Let me drop the landfill. Are we good? Why are you giving me iron gear wheels? Okay. Iridium Factory will also work them. Then just need some cryonite rods. Yeah, you need both vulcanite and cryonite for iridium, compared to just cryonite for holmium. I think one of them required two. Bots are weird sometimes. I randomly get items that I've never requested. Yep. I don't know why I got gears. Sometimes what could happen is that they try to deposit it in a chest, but you don't have any storage for the item. And maybe they can fly to you in this case. But, I don't know. So 12 stations for the junk data card, and we have 8, so we need 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one is the junk, and this one is the not junk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and 15 for scrap, and we have 10, so we need 5. Let's make it 6. Let's make it 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, let's just add 6 like this. No, they're gonna override the... We need to add 6 stations. This is gonna add 4. And this is gonna add 6. Okay, and now you can see that we have 30. Hold on. Oh, it's on the right. Okay, these are 12 for the scrap, and these are 16 for the scrap and 12 for the other one. Okay, let's put the trains. I think we are 1 train short, but we can build it because we have taken we don't have 28, we have 27. Yeah, let's make 28 and 2 cargo wagons. Oh, no, except for you. Okay, and let's plop them. That's satisfying, isn't it? Isn't it satisfying? Placing trains as you would be placing belts. Maybe it was bot carrying gear somewhere else that crashed and your personal logistics decided to pick it up. Ah, that could very well happen. That could very well happen. Okay, good. Are they... Oh yeah, they didn't have fuel because this never requested for fuel, which is fine. Oh, also, why there are so many blank data cards in my inventory? Let me drop them. Yeah, and these are bringing the fuel, but they try to charge, which is gonna be here. Look at these extensions. Look at these extensions. Like I had to add these extensions, and these are basically the superchargers and the power. Just because the robots sometimes were going there and they could not go all the way, so they were stopping halfway and then going back, stopping halfway and then going back. You need to make sure that the distance is traversable at all places. Why is there these? Is it in the blueprint? I don't believe it's in. I think it's in the old blueprint. It was in the old blueprint. It's a bit annoying to see it sometimes. I don't know. Okay, let's oh, we cannot create a oh, we can create, I think, the loop because we already have junk data cards and scrap as well, so we can be creating a loop. Oh, that's perfect. So what are they gonna be doing? I want them, like the order is very important here. I want them to be stopped at these stackers while full of items. So they're gonna pick the trash wherever possible, and they're gonna come here and be waiting here full with items. And whenever these stations accept them, they can just go directly here. So their role is to go first at a provider. Until full. Then come to this stacker. Hold on. No, this is not scrap. I don't... This one. Okay. Schedule. Go to a provider of blank data cards until full. Then go to this stacker. Wait for 2 seconds for the refueling. And then go to the requester, which is the recycling station. Until empty. And off you go. Can you go? Oh, it's not full yet, right? Hold on, let me check. I think we have one here. Oh, this one. Oh yeah, it's not full. It cannot fill one train. It cannot fully fill one train. It can fill only 1/4 of it. And this is why the train is not coming. It doesn't want to come when there is no need. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is Jetta cards, yes, and this one is the next one. Okay, cool. And let's send them. Hey, Kano. Hey, yeah. Your gift was integrated. Thank you very much. A late Christmas gift of the junction. However, I had to not change it, but I have added the superchargers. And by the way, it was really easy to replace them because I could add the superchargers here, which are in the exact same spot as they were with the roundabout. You can see they're in the exact same spot. However, in order to be able to place them in these perfect corners in their perfect positions, I had to move this one rail chain signal from here to here, and I was super happy to see that even after moving it from here to here, you could see that it could still hold one train on this segment. I was super happy about that. I mean, the fact that it's here and not here is like we are losing just a bit of throughput, but it's all working out perfectly fine. That's super lucky. Yeah, that's super lucky. Like if you place it one tile above, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And this one as well. Like, and this one as well. Same. Like you could fit one train here, but if you were to have it one tile below, it would not gonna work. That was super lucky. And this is why basically how the replacement went. I didn't need any personal robots. I made a blueprint and a deconstruction planner. Which would deconstruct everything except for the roboports and the poles, because pole positioning is also overlapping. All the like substation in the middle and these ones at the edges, all the positioning is overlapping. So all we needed to do is to deconstruct rails and signals, like grab a deconstruction planner and paste your the modified version which contained the superchargers, and this would not be removed. And basically the base robots, global network robots, could do everything without network was not changing. So I was super happy about the easy replacement. Man, that's pretty cool. And just like that, in like 5 minutes, maybe 10, everything was replaced. And these have the same logic. They need to go to any deliverer of scrap until full, then come to this stacker, wait here for 2 seconds. I want them to be here while full, and then go to the requester until empty. And off you go, but let me copy you first. Yep. Off you go. And here we go. We have a lot of trains. We need to enable them, but that's a lot of trains to enable. Can we check like in one in a glance if they're all enabled? I mean, oh yeah, look at the distances between the D's, destination D D D D D. There is no slot where like there is a too big distance. So I think they're all enabled. Yep. And this train, oh, it cannot go to the. Oh yeah, it cannot go because it's not powered. We haven't powered the recycling here. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's power it, and it should be set to 2. All of these should be set to 2. So we have 5 stations which are asking for the recycling of the scrap, and 4 stations which are asking for the data cards, 1 for the thermofluid for cooling, and 1 for the output of heavy oil. By the way, is this an output? This is a requester chest, and the provider and others are requesters. So I think this is good. I think this is good, and I believe there is no mistake. I mean, this is just what I believe, not the reality. Where could we be putting the trains? I mean, we could be like, no need to have them perfectly like one in front of each other or something. We could be having one behind and one in the front. It's missing some rail signals on the exits. I always have chain signals there in the junction because I expect the following sections to provide additional rail signals when not needed or not when the. I see. Rail signals do not have them at the start because I'm kind of the opposite. I expect. I didn't even check. That's how much I trust you. Yeah, you're right. There need to be the. Should we be improving the? Do you think it should be part of the intersection? I think because I always go for the intersection have the signals kind of design. So let me actually put them, and we can easily copy paste. We can easily copy paste it. Oh. Is it okay if they're here as well? I think it's okay because they are kind of exits. I think it's okay to have a signal here. Like basically one train would be engaged here and then it would decide where it should go. I think it's okay in between the segments as well. It's not optimal, but it's for the sake of copy pasting. For the sake of copy pasting. Yeah, because it would be like one if it wanted to go to the left, for example, it would be blocking. So basically, it's like I should be having a mental note that whenever there are 2 stations, two junctions, one in front of another, I need to be removing these, right? Basically, that's the takeaway here. Okay, let me just copy paste. Let me copy this one. Let me copy this one into another one, and is it, by the way, is it the same in between T junction and yeah, it's pretty much the same. So whenever junctions are next to one another, we need to be removing the signals. That's why you say that you do it on straight rails. Straight rails are best to have the signals at their entrances, right? And this is why the junction should not have them. Should we then change all the straight rails? which are at the exits, which are touching the intersections. I think it's best. I think it's best. Let's do it. So the rail part is the one tile lower, the second one. The first one is part of the intersection, and the second one would be the rail here. And do we also need a chain signal in front of it here? I don't think this one is necessary, because whether it's stationed here or stationed here is no, this is unnecessary. So a rail signals here. Yeah, I think with the intersection is going to be better. With not the intersection, but the straight line. It's not a big deal with this one because it has input and output buffers. With unbuffered section junction could cause deadlocks and trains getting stuck between two junctions. Ah, even deadlocks. I see. Like, yeah, it's not a big deal because like it's yeah, like I see the like trains could be anywhere stationed here. But I still like this one to be improved. So we should be putting. Oh, and that's perfect actually. That's perfect. Let's have them at the entrance and at the exit. No, not at the exit. Just at the entrance here, on this side as well. Just at the entrance of this one, on the inner one, the inner rail, in between these two, there is gonna be the signals. Okay, let me just override this blueprint. So this is the old one. Let me copy that one. Yep, like this pretty much. And all the way up to here. Okay. So tile, snap to grid, absolute 128 by 128. And have it in the middle. Like this. So we have two at the entrance here and here. So now that we can was it straight? What was the I? Don't remember the naming conventions here. So now what we can easily do is to just take it, and I think they're snappable. Yeah, they're snappable. So it doesn't matter. So basically we can just automatically place these whenever they are touching the junction, and the robots should take care of everything. And I think that's the easy solution and future-proof as well. And as you can see, all the robots are now starting to. So all the intersections touching the. I mean, it could be all of them actually, because additional train signals. I checked that there is good spacing in between them anyways. So did I just hold on? Did I just paste it above the intersection? I may have. Let me quickly check if there is a straight rail. There is, isn't it? No, that's okay. Hold on. Are they copy pastable? No, it couldn't because it was red. Okay, and I think we're good. I think now I have pasted them all over the place. So we should be having the exit signals. It's a nice rule of thumb. Straight rails should have signals at the entrance. Should have the normal rail signals at their entrance, and junctions must not have them at their exit. This way, in between junctions, you don't have them, because you need chaining, and it's a nice rule. Okay, good. And yeah, unfortunately I need to be stopping very shortly. Is there any easy and fast task to finish here? I mean, we could provide energy to these, like place the poles, and the building, the actual building of this facility is gonna be for tomorrow, unfortunately. Yeah, I like to place these like 2 tiles from each so that they are perfectly covering the station. I haven't seen it, but let me guess. Did it blow again? Did it blow again? Ah, not yet, not yet. Not yet. On this post. Space Exploration Science in the box. Ah, your tiled design of all sciences together. It's all robot based, I'm seeing, right? Oh no, you have some belts. You have some belts. Which are for what? I'm not seeing. But if one were to use this blueprint from like if someone from Reddit, for example, because I'm not gonna use it. I want to make my own tiles. But if someone were to use it, he would need to have all the latest stuff, right? I mean, at least for material 4. That's really cool. I like square layout. It would be, but why are you using the substations? Why not using the pylon substations? Why the basic substations? Because at this point, maybe it's. I have several images. Hold on. 2 out of 6. Oh, this is for for each one, right? You have this is for bio. No, hold on. This is all of them together. Oh yeah, okay. Like there is 4 locations, and then there is one which is a detailed view of each one of these. I see. I want it to be usable immediately after you get to space. Oh, hold on. This is only a first tier, right? It's only a first tier. But I'm seeing superchargers and beacons. So it's not exactly usable right away, right? Tiers 1 to 4. Oh, hold on. I'm not getting it. This is all the 4 tiers? This is bio. Is it all 4 tiers? I thought it would be like first tier, because I'm using the same amount of buildings. Oh, but I'm using a higher SPM probably. You're having the minimum SPM, right? 60 SPM. Plus 45 inside. I think it's best to be talking in the amount of to be talking in catalogs, because you're producing catalogs basically, right? The beacons and superchargers are added later. It works without them just fine. I see. So you can be placing them as ghosts and adding them later. That's neat. That's neat. It could help people who like having pre-made blueprints for them. But personally, I would accept trails. I would accept like junctions. But factories, I think it's better to build them on your own, right? I think it's more satisfying to build factories on your own. And the train is already coming because the energy. Did I just guys? I made a mistake. I made a huge mistake. The outputs here are wrong. These are all the inputs. Okay, I have found my small fixing task before stopping. And these are also... Why is it never perfect? Why is it never good on first try? Why are you doing this to me? These are the inputs of data cards, and these at least are good. Yeah, this is the input of the oil, and this is the input of thermofluid, and this is the output of destination is full. And this is not good. Hold on, this is not good. I don't want the trains to be parked here in front of the scraps if they cannot find any location. Oh, this is not good at all. This is not good at all. So one solution would be to add depots somewhere where they wait empty and places where they can wait full. But what I have been doing until now is basically have the same stackers for them to be empty and full at the same time. And I think I'm gonna go with this idea here as well. I'm gonna go with this idea here as well. So basically the idea here is that the train is waiting at the stacker for 2 seconds while empty. Then it finds himself a provider. It finds itself a provider where it can get full. It goes back to the stacker. But here he doesn't need to be waiting anymore because it had time to refuel here, and we are not going to be using all 3 nuclear fuels during a round trip. So this can be empty. It just comes here, it passes through it, and then it goes here. So basically it would be even better if instead of having all the stackers here, instead of having I can show it on this map. Basically, instead of having all the stackers here, it would have been better to have these as depots here and have them actually like copied from here and be put here. Like, I think this would have been best. It would have been best. This way, the trains can be actually wait full in front of the factories. And whenever one asks to deliver. So it's suboptimal to use the same station here as both the depot and the stacker when they are full. But I think I'm gonna go with this for now. It's not that big of a deal, and I'm having trust in Kano's intersection. Hey 3R, how are you doing? Oh man, I was about to stop the stream. Intersection are looking tragic today. It's yeah, it's a look, but functionally I have trust in the designer. It has been made by Kano, who is an expert in trains and intersections. Because the previous one, so just so you can show you, remember the previous one? I think mine looks better. It also, I'm sure it has better throughput. I'm sure it not only looks better, it also has a better throughput, but it deadlocks. And that's a big that's a big problem, right? And yes, it's buffered. Like, it's very buffered. I think Kano had a lot of fun with the condition of having a huge spacing in between and small trains. Like, it's all buffered and trains are able to stop almost everywhere here in between. Except here. Oh, here it's not able to stop. Is it is it a mistake? Hold on. Because if we move you 1 tile higher, because you are not able to have a train here anyways. So if we move you 1 tile higher, and if we put you here, it's the same. Okay, no problem. Anyways, it can be. It's able to stop the UI is glitching. Oh, really? Oh, there is an UI problem here. I didn't even know that it was not displaying properly sometimes. Okay, I trust you. I trust you. Okay, and yeah, on this. Let's do it. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's have them stop at this stacker, both full and empty. And in the future, if this becomes a problem, which it should not, look at the number of trains, it should not become a problem. So let's change it. So you go here until you're full, until you're empty. Same for you. And let's adjust all the trains here this way. So they're all waiting here, and they need to go to the requester. And let's do the same for these ones. So these are blank data cards at stacker, which need to do nothing, and these ones need to be, yep, like this. And which one did I change? This one? Okay. Oh. Why? What? I'm sorry, no. I'm glad I noticed. I'm glad I noticed. 4, 8, 12. Oh, they have different color anyways. Yeah, this could have been a catastrophe if all the junk cards came into the... The curve is messing it up. You can test it with the train if you want to. I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you. Can bring myself to his buffered intersections. Too big and odd looking. It does look a bit odd, and like this curve, like, right, it's a bit weird, right? But I do believe it's better because like, I love the way mine looks. I love the way mine looks, but I hate the thought that it could deadlock. Some buffer design look good. This one is special. It has some flowery shape to it. If you look carefully, you could see some flower. This could be petals, like around the flower, right? Could be some kind of rose. That makes sense. Yep. Okay, so for tomorrow, I'm gonna be stopping. I'm sorry, I already have to go. For tomorrow, we are gonna be creating a huge refinery, which is gonna refine data cards, blank data cards, provide them here, and consume scrap and send it into the rocket. The rockets are gonna be behind the scrap facilities. So basically, trains here, scrap recycling, and the rocket is gonna be waiting behind one or multiple. We need to consider the rocket throughput. We can have one rocket for iron, one for copper, and one for stone. Oh, and this way we can be having these rockets deposit right next to the consumers, in front of the iron, smelting areas, iron copper smelting areas. Oh, that could be good, like a rocket per resource. See you. 181 trains. I never used 2 big trains. I always went for. I think the maximum I used was like 2-4. It was the biggest I have ever used. 2-4. Yeah, you're answering Kano. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be saving here, and I'm gonna get going. So thank you all for coming, and see you next time. And in the meanwhile, let me find someone to raid for those who want to continue, who are AFK maybe. Who shall we raid? Cheers. Big buffers, yeah. Is someone playing Space Exploration? That's my question, because there is one guy. There's one guy who is playing Space Exploration. I think it's called Butts in Space, but I am not sure. Oh yeah, he's playing Space Exploration. Okay, so let me send you guys to him, and we shall be stopping.
Quick.
Gonna do refined concrete for the inside part.
Oh, because that's where we're gonna be running around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, see you. see you guys and enjoy.